Happy Tuesday, Twitch. I am Alec Hunter, and this is the Global Gang Podcast. And I am joined today by Anthony Jamo.
You cut out, but hi.
Anthony
And Trevor Isengard.
Yo.
And Taisho Daisetsu.
What up, dudes?
And for the first time ever, we have a very special guest. You all know him. You all love him. From YouTube, we have ToonRami.
Wow. Every single name. What's up, guys? What up, Dokkaners? It is me, ToonRami. Thank you for cutting out in a hilarious way, Alec, by the way, and I love it. Thank you for having me.
It's going to be like that.
Every Tuesday. It's great to be here, and I can't wait to talk about.
See, and that's the thing is, I switched my mic. I'm over to my blue microphone now. I don't know why it's cutting out.
It's going at the end of your sentences, man. All right, whatever.
Okay, it's probably
it's
because I'm
here.
taking my fingers off too early. I'm gonna have to
Just
sit here and hold it just a bit longer.
Just hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. Just hold it.
Hold it forever.
It's great to be here. I love the energy that you guys bring on the show, and I knew there was something special about it when I was scrolling through the Dokkanverse and I came across your guys' show. So I'm glad that I'm here.
Well, thank you for knowing about that.
Yeah, glad to have you.
We appreciate you.
All right.
Oh, is that my channel? Oh, look at that! I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. I think I'm actually gonna switch from push to talk to open mic. So give me just a second.
Let's go.
Just a what? A second? A century? What?
You said now we're
All right,
getting
that should-
professional.
That should solve that problem.
This is try hard, Alec. Now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to balance because I've never actually used this mic while podcasting before, and it's a weird setup. I just need to make sure everything's good to go. Anyway, guys. So. First time ever that we've had a guest on the show, and we decided that we want to do a little interview with every guest that we have. Are you ready, ToonRami? We're gonna grill you.
This is the hot seat. I'm ready.
It's the hot seat. Okay. There are 4 questions, and you can get points for every answer that you give. And just like whose line is it anyway, the points don't matter.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
Wayne Brady. I call Wayne Brady.
Fair enough. All right, so I think the first thing we should start with is how and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
I got into Dokkan Battle, I'd say about a year and a half ago. I was watching another channel. He's a fitness guy, but he has a gaming channel. And on his gaming channel, I saw him playing this weird Dragon Ball game. I was like, what the hell is that? Why is he pushing a bunch of dots on the screen? So I decided to give it a try, and then before I knew it, I fell in love with Dokkan, and I have been playing ever since. So around the 250, at the tail end of the 250 million download celebration, I started Dokkan, and the beginner luck was insane, and I didn't even know it yet.
All right, so next up we've got probably the one question that everybody gets asked. Who is your favorite unit?
You know what's funny about that? The answer used to always be LR Goku Frieza, because kind of tying into what I was saying about joining Dokkan at the 250 million downloads, that was when we first got Goku Frieza, right? I think it was like at part 2 or part 3, whatever the final portion of the 250 million download celebration was. I still remember, like, the first screen that I ever saw logging in was Frieza and Goku kind of staring at each other on Planet Namek, and I was pulling Goku Frieza left and right. And I didn't even know what I was getting. I didn't know the value of an LR back then. I just kept pulling it to the point where I was actually getting annoyed, because I was like, wait a second, shouldn't there be other more rare units than this guy? And this was right after the end of Dragon Ball Super, so I was super into the whole Miracle of Universe 7, those two guys beating Jiren. So I decided that was my favorite unit. But recently, it has been dethroned thanks to the free-to-play LR Prime Battle Imperfect Cell. I absolutely love that unit. He is now my new favorite all-time unit in the game.
Good pick.
It's a great pick. He's a great unit. Also, that fun fact, that's my favorite villain design of the entire franchise. First form.
Dude, he's my favorite villain in Dragon Ball. I love everything about him. His design, his voice, everything about him, dude. It's awesome. It's awesome.
All right. So question 3. What new features or units would you like added to Dokkan?
Right off the top of my head, I would say Garlic Jr. would be the unit that I want.
My man!
I don't know, like, it just feels weird not having, I think it's mainly stems from the fact that Ian's is such a left, I don't even know how to put it. I don't want to say shaft because, well, I'm just going to say it. It's such a shafted category because I just, there are so many more Namekians that they could throw in there by just changing the name. I've had issues with Namekians, so I want another Namekian in there, one that's different, one that's never been used before, one that deserves some sort of attention. So Garlic Jr. would be that one. And then as far as features, it's hard to really say. I can tell you what I don't want, and I definitely don't want trading. I don't want any sort of trading, any sort of sharing feature to be implemented. And I actually don't want, I know some people have been saying they want a PvP element to the game. I actually don't want there to be any sort of direct competitive feature in the game where you're actually going head to head with somebody else, because that's one of the things that I like about Dokkan as opposed to Legends. Now, I'm not like bashing Legends or anything, but the fact that Dokkan kind of allows you to play at your own pace, and there is a minor competitive element with the whole time attack thing and records, I feel like it's at a good stable point. So yeah, I don't really have a feature that I want particularly, but I definitely don't want any sort of competitive integration.
I
Yeah.
agree 100%. On all that
Absolutely agree.
good stuff.
That is the smartest I've sounded in a long time. So someone help me. I need to recover. I need to recover.
Okay.
I'm glad I thought of the question for you, honestly.
And then final question. What is your online presence and what projects do you have upcoming? Obviously you're on YouTube.
Yes. So I'm on YouTube, but I'm also on Twitch. I don't stream Dokkan on Twitch. I have been using Twitch as a way for me to play other games and just broaden my gaming horizons. Although I've only been playing really 2 games right now. But yeah, I'm on Twitch. Whenever I have some time, I do stream other games like Duel Links or Kingdom Hearts, and other games will be following. And then as far as projects, the main purpose behind my channel was to, number one, it's a new creative outlet, something for me to kind of flex my creative muscles, the stuff that's in my brain. I want to apply it somewhere. So I've been using YouTube as a way to share my love for Dragon Ball and also try to get my voice acting out there. I'm really into voice acting, voice stuff, singing, anything voice related. So the more that I continue to grow and learn how to, do various edits, learn the tricks of the trade, I'm trying to apply it into my YouTube projects. And I've got a couple things in the works. So don't want to reveal too much because it would ruin the surprise, but stay tuned because there's a lot of stuff planned. I got a lot of voices and a lot of ideas stuck in my head.
Heck, yeah.
That sounds good. And then I'm going to throw one more bonus question at you that I just thought up.
Uh-oh.
Oogie.
Oh,
What is your least favorite unit or your least favorite feature in Dokkan Battle, and why is it the friend system?
Oh, thank you. That is so annoying, dude. First of all, why is it so difficult to figure that out? I don't understand why it is so hard to figure out that friend system. I don't know anything about game development. Let me just say, I don't know anything about game development. I don't know anything about programming. I just know if-then stuff. But I don't really know why it is so difficult for the friend system to be this bad. So yeah, fix that, please. Also, make more friend slots available because this is stupid.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The limitation of 100 friends is just ridiculous.
I think for most players, 100 friends is fine, but for those of us who are establishing a presence in the community, we feel a little constrained by it because we want to let all of the people that support us be our friend in game.
Well, yeah, but then also as the game continues to evolve, as more play, there's going to be more units. People are, because initially before I started YouTube, what I tried to do was try to have each friend be a different unit on the friend system, and because I didn't really understand how it worked back then, I just thought that okay, this guy's avatar picture is Vegito Blue, so he's going to be Vegito in my friends list. So if anytime I need a Vegito Blue, I can go to my friends list and I can pick him out. And yeah, just as you continue to play the game, as you get used to it, there's going to be more players coming in. There's going to be more units. So there's going to be more demand for various units. You can't fit them all. Eventually, there's going to be a point where you just can't fit anymore. So I don't even think it's just because I'm on YouTube or I'm a personality, which is so weird to say. I think it's just with the game's evolution, you have to give more space for people to add more people because the game is expanding quite a bit.
I agree. It's good stuff.
Just sneaking in one more website in here for you guys. Of course, his Twitter.
Twitter.
So
The Twitterverse.
Notifications, yay. All right, so make sure that you guys follow him. I put all the links in chat. I'm going to throw them in there again.
GG.
There we go.
It looks good. It looks good from back here.
Yeah, gotta love that dark mode. It fits in really well with your channel art.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so on to the show proper, guys. This is going to be fun because instead of just hearing us four losers, we also have ToonRami. I'm going to say ToonRami at some point. I'm going to mess it up. I swear to God I am.
It's okay. It happens constantly. It happens constantly. It's totally fine.
All right, so first thing is, just last night, this morning, however you guys want to look at it, we got the Extreme Z battle for Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, or as we should really call him, Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah.
Hype.
I love this
So much
guy.
hype.
All
Too
right.
much hype.
Oh.
So the event in and of itself, you can use time travelers, you can use mono strength. It's an easy A. I mean, I did it this morning. I ran like a Dragon Ball Heroes team. I had the Strength Super Saiyan 3, Goku is my lead, and I used all of the Strength Heroes units that I used. And then for the 6th slot, I threw in LRVB, and it was cakewalk the whole way through. So.
All I can say is it's an easy A.
You were holding on to that one, weren't you?
Every time there is an easy Extreme Z area or Extreme Z battle, like I always just say it's an easy A because honestly, like it's easy. A.
Yeah, I mean, when you can use, I mean, there's not. I guess there is some restriction on super, but I've cleared up to level 32 using primarily super units, and I've had no issue. Like, I don't feel like this is going to be one of those easy A's where people are struggling. I feel like the last easy A we had, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, his was a bit more difficult.
Well, as long as you have time travelers, you're gonna be fine because I feel like that's more important than the type advantage. Because I ran usually when I do these easy A streams, I tend to run free-to-play teams, just because it's so easy going in with your pay-to-play teams. You're just gonna run through and there's no challenge.
Yeah.
And I like to make the runs a little more interesting. So I usually run free-to-plays going up to round 29. But actually, this time around, I found myself struggling because I didn't have too many free-to-play time traveler units. There's really not too many super STRs that are time travelers. So I was running the Saiyaman 4, Vegito Blue. I think you can also run the Super Strike Trunks and then the free-to-play Super Saiyan Trunks from the Future Saga story event. So I was kind of struggling because when you're just using STR and you're relying on type advantage, you barely do any damage and you take quite a bit. So if you are completely free-to-play, you should focus on running time travelers more so than having type advantage, which is also weird because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the game it said that int, both extreme and super, do extra damage. Was that true?
My Goku Black kicked ass, dude.
That's so counterintuitive. Like you wouldn't want to bring a Goku Black in because
you would.
Int.
I honestly didn't even read the event. I just put together the strength team that I had and walked through it, like no problem. But I should have ran a full Dragon Ball Heroes team.
Yeah, dude, Dragon Ball Heroes is perfect. Like, if you don't have the Trunks and the Xeno Goku, like, great. Any Dragon Ball Heroes lead, so I think the Thickness of Time works, the FU works. I don't know what other leads there are. Oh, the TOR Vegeta, I think he's also. Yeah.
Yeah, I used the
so
SS3 Xeno Vegeta, or Xeno Goku.
Okay. Yeah. So all of them work pretty great. But it's so weird because for the first time, usually when I run through Easy A's, I usually look at the key beforehand. But since this time around we didn't have the information before we started, I was looking at the in-game updates. Like they have a little battle info tab when you're going through the Easy A's, like on the left. So I was looking at that, and after like every 5 levels, I would look at the changes that were added to the battle. Like he gained resistance against N units, R units, SR units. He gained resistance to stun, blah blah blah. And then at the end, towards the end, it said the best units to use are extreme and super int and extreme strength. And I was like, wait, that makes zero sense. Why would you recommend people to use type disadvantage for this?
Right. My Trunks and my early on were destroying the event. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then like the last 5 phases, ultra attack was like 100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm like,
'cause-
SA 20, 55%, I don't have any dupes, but still, I mean, I should be hitting for way harder than that with the category, you know? And I'm like, this
because
is
all super units have additional damage reduction of 80%, regardless of their category, their color, any of that. Starting at level 20. That's why super units are harder. But like seriously, my team was mostly super, and I walked through the whole thing. It was
I mean,
really
I did
not
it
that hard.
easy peasy. I'm just saying it was really weird to see my Intellect Black. I ended up switching to Intellect Black as a lead at the end and just destroying it.
Oh, now that I'm saying that, it's because my team was all strength and all time travelers.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
So
And
that's probably
now that
why I
I
had an
think
easier
about
go of it.
I think if you can assemble, wait, I'm looking at my game right now. Can you assemble? I just started an event. Damn it. If you can run a full extreme strength free to play, I think it'll be a lot less strenuous than my run, which is the super strength.
Right. I don't know if there's a full.
I don't know
extreme-
free to play, but I could definitely do it pay to play.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh,
Easy money.
Extreme generally does not have enough love in the game for you to feel very good free to play teams.
Oh, tell me about it. When I started, I did not have an extreme lead for a good 5 to 6 months. My best lead that I got was the AGL Rose, so 50%. I could never use extreme.
Yeah, we need to get some new.
Yeah, down the line for sure. And it's kind of crazy too because like ToonRami was saying about like having the counterintuitive of actually taking Goku Black. Honestly, I did this with super strength first, and I wasn't really doing I was doing pay to play super strength, and most of my units are rainbowed. I think by level 26 is when I started to finally brick, and I'm using like dual Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, and it just was not hitting damage. So at like 27 to 30, I ended up taking a actual time travelers team, and I'm using a 55% Goku Black. Honestly, who I found out, because I'm taking like 100% LR Trunks, Mai's, and everything else, and they're hitting for like maybe once 160k tops. But I found out the real MVP of this for me was actually Strength Rose. Dude's hitting for like 2.8 mil, 2.8 mil easy.
Crits, just oh my god, he was doing
So take that into account. If you guys are on this event, you're struggling and you may not know what units you could run. A few good units that a lot of people are looking into, if you're looking for extreme units, definitely take Strength Rose, take Strength Majin Buu, the Orb Changer one. He's actually really good for this.
Oh yeah.
And also Strength Cell. I know a lot of people sleep on him normally.
Oh yeah, it kicks ass
Strength
too.
Cell is definitely someone that you're going to want to take around to this, especially if you don't have any other options. Those are 3 high tier units that are recommended to take.
Yeah,
I would
Cell-
recommend
Cell
as
is
well.
definitely great.
The free to play Cumber. I mean,
I was
he's
gonna say that
single-handedly
too.
carried
I
me.
did not think of that actually. Yeah,
Yep,
you're absolutely
free
right.
to play Cumber is my jam.
Hard.
I
Yeah,
love Cumber. He's my third
He's
favorite.
he was hitting easily 1 million right off the beginning of the event. He didn't stack anything, hitting 1 million. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go.
You guys are just helping me because I haven't done it yet. So, content. So when I do this, I'm just taking my notes, getting ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? You should also, if you have the World Tournament Goku Black, the STR Goku Black,
Oh,
bring
yeah.
him as well
Yes.
for free to play.
Oh,
Yes.
he's really good. Yeah.
He is also great because he's an added support for Future Saga and Time Travelers. So if you're bringing Cumber or anyone else on the free to play side that is a Time Traveler, they will benefit from his passive as well. So
Yeah.
definitely consider him too.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good options. I mean, like if you scroll down to the bottom of the wiki here, I mean, pay to play and free to play, you've got so many units to pick from.
I mean, Time Travelers is a huge category.
It's massive.
It's probably
Yeah.
one of the biggest categories in the game.
Agreed.
But
I'm actually gonna run this and let's see how it does while I'm talking to you guys.
the funny thing is that like the event is so easy, and as far as an EZA is concerned, but the unit itself
So,
is so good.
so
Like Like, so good. I'm a little underestimated, underwhelmed by his leader skill. I was kind of hoping that we would get 90 or 100%.
Yeah, me
but
too.
they made up for it by giving him Key plus 4.
Yes,
So
I agree.
I think,
I like it because this is a brand new arc, right? We for.
yeah,
right?
no, we've never had 4 Key and 80% before. I don't believe.
Yeah, so I like it. I don't mind it too much. I actually would prefer he not be the lead, or, well, I mean, I don't know. Now that I think about it, it would add more versatility. But yeah, I mean, he's got so much going for him that it doesn't bother me that much that his leader skill is kind of wonky like that. But it's new, it's different. I'll take it.
I low-key thought that they were going to give him Last Resort sub-lead to introduce Last Resort to Global early. I really thought that they were going to do that. Like have it be like a 50% lead or something. I'm glad they didn't either, but I thought that would be something that they would do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're probably not really going to use it much for his leader skill unless maybe Battlefield is a sub-lead.
Yeah.
Oh, for
I think,
sure,
I think
for sure.
Battlefield he would be a very good sub lead, especially for physical mono teams.
Yeah, well, especially because the Fizz unit, the Fizz Super, is
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and he sucks hard. At the end,
He's not the
end of
greatest.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
His
wanted to say
defense. will
You
kill
wanted
him.
to say something else. I heard you.
I mean, he's one of my favorite units. He's like top 3 of my favorite Dokkan cards in the game. Because of his, I just really like units that have variable supers like him. You know, he has 3 different super attacks. That
Right.
fascinates the shit out of me. I love it. But his defense is really bad.
It is. It's really bad. But we're going to skip over the super attack for a second. We're going to talk about his passive first. So passive is attack and defense plus 40% at the start of turn, which is great because he also has the defense or the damage reduction later. But this unit had no attack and defense passive at all when it was
Yeah.
TUR.
Yes.
Yeah, none at all. So giving it 40% is huge. He keeps his great chance of launching 2 additional attacks. Each of them now has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. So it went from a 10% chance to a 25% chance, which is freaking massive.
Yes.
You know?
100%.
No, 25%.
No, I'm saying 100%. Like I agree with.
I know. So, and damage received from normal attacks used to be minus 30%, now it's minus 40%, and he counters with his tremendous power. That, in and of itself, brought the unit into relevancy. If they had done that and left his super attack alone, I personally would have been satisfied. I don't know if everybody else would have been, but I think that would have been enough to bring him into relevancy.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys feel. I don't know if you guys. Sorry, you go. I've been talking.
No, it's totally fine, man. Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I love. He is not totally broken where he is the answer to all our prayers, but he's got so much going for him that he's like the Renaissance man Vegito Blue. He does a little bit of all the other Vegetos combined, and he does it in a really well done, balanced sort of way. He has the Super Vegito counter and tanking ability where he will retaliate from normal attacks. He's got the Tech Vegito Blue function where he can use up to he can do up to 4 super attacks in one go if you're lucky.
With hidden potential
Yeah.
system.
And then he's got the stacking of the STR on the Tech Vegetos, but not like them. It's not perma-stacking, it's temporary, but the fact that it's a great increase instead of just a regular one, up to 4 times, totally overcompensates for the fact that he doesn't do a perma-stack. I think he's the perfect blend of all of them, and it's not to the point where he's so broken that you completely abandon the other ones, especially the STR one. The STR one is still relevant for certain events.
Yeah.
I love that about
I
this
agree.
guy.
I will say for the most part though, when it comes to this VB, I will be using this Vegito Blue over Tech Vegito Blue from now on, just because of the fact that he does so well with his stacking, so well with his counters. Just in general, like, I've told people all this time that this is my most hated unit, because I wanted him bad when he first came out, and then I was so disappointed. I've had that sting of like, I hate this unit. Now I love this unit. And I'm
Have
just like,
you guys run him on the Goku event yet?
Not yet. I
He
haven't
is
even done
so good. He's dummy proof. So that means if I can use him, anyone can use him. I ran this guy yesterday. On the stream after I EZA'd the guy, And after 2 super attacks on the STR UI stage, after 2 super attacks, he got hit by a normal slap from the UI Goku for 5,000 damage, just from 2 super attacks. If you can get all 4, the retaliation is going to be ridiculous. And then his counters were doing like 200, 300,000, I think even 400 on a critical. On the MUI stage, his critical counters were doing 1 million. This guy's ridiculous.
Holy shit.
This guy's ridiculous.
Yeah, Brittany Fears in the chat was saying that they ran Patara easy shit with him.
Well, and
Yeah, it's good.
well, I mean, like that's because of the super attack, which we haven't even touched on yet. I mean, his passive combined with his super attack, which greatly raises his attack and defense for 1 turn, which is a 50% increase. The thing is, the guy can super attack up to 4 times in a turn, like Toon was saying. So
Yeah.
you're talking up to a 200% buff there. You've got a 40% buff just straight off of his passive, and he's got 40% damage reduction. I mean, like I said, if they'd have just done the passive skill, they'd have moved this character up into relevancy, he'd have been good. They broke him with the super attack. Like, I mean, it's not broken in a bad way. Like, he's not, I make everything trivial, but they really improved the unit beyond where I thought it was going to go.
They gave him the
What?
and compare all the other VBs because he was the one that was losing the most relevancy over a period of time. Given he was the first VB too. Like all things considered, I feel like
Yeah.
more people would actually take Tech VB so long as you had just one dupe in him over like a Rainbow VB that was physical.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tech VB held the top of the APT charts for how long?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
he still
100%.
smashes. All
Yeah.
right, like,
Yeah, no, of course. Of course.
Yeah, but that's the difference between that VB and this VB. This VB smashes, but it also has defense. And
Yeah.
Tech VB had no defense.
basically
You know,
not. The,
well,
like
I
the
mean-
issue when I was running, I was trying to Batara yesterday on stream, and I was using reversed STR Vegeta Blue, so I could have 2 Vegeta Blues on the same team. So I had Tech was the only one because this guy wasn't good yet. And Tech Vegeta Blue was kind of hurting me because he did so much damage. I mean, he's hitting 2 or 3 mil attack stat second, like with Super Saiyan 1. And by that point, like he's clearing the event so fast that I don't have time to stack defense and anything, and then I get smashed later. So with this Vegeta Blue, he doesn't smash that often. You know, like he's not gonna do 6 mil in 1 turn. You know, so I lose the fucking event. So I don't have time to stack up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. You know, here's another thing that I realized yesterday when I was doing this. When you're running in the Goku event, you want to have your stackers constantly stacking, right? And you're gonna have floaters here and there they're gonna show up and fall off rotation once in a while. A great thing about this guy that I totally didn't even realize until I did the event was that he's one of those units where you can throw him off rotation, he'll jump back in and he'll never skip a beat because he will jump back in and then use his temporary stacking in 1 turn, and he will become so strong it would be as if he never left. He was just stacking the entire time. That makes him even more appealing because you don't have to be burdened with the task of having to keep him constantly in rotation to keep him stacking. He can do it whenever he wants.
He's
So
a
if you got it-
fantastic floater.
Yeah, if you got him float him off, do it. When he comes back, he'll kick ass right when you need him to.
Yeah, I think this is what Tyson was trying to say. He's just so versatile. He's way more versatile than any other Vegeta Blue, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
My only suggestion would be to not put him in the first slot if he's going to get attacked before he gets a chance to super attack.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that defense 40% is going to help, but he's going to be so much better after he supers. So I would say either second slot or third slot for this guy, just for the idea of protecting him.
Yep. Especially against STR.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is on Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, and Last Resort, which we don't have on Global yet. I think he's a pretty good fit into the vast majority of these teams because of his key links. I mean, he has Prepared for Battle, he has Over and Flash, he has Fused Fighter. Then, he gets some nice attack bonuses with Super Saiyan Kamehameha, Power Bestowed by God, and Fierce Battle. I mean, his kit is just really good. I mean, that's without using expletives. Yeah, his kit's really good.
And
We have somebody else on stream for that.
Bear in mind too that this is technically almost a 3-year-old unit for global, 4-year-old unit for JP.
Yeah.
Like, it's already. It's just good. I don't know what else to say about it. Like,
EZA continues to be the best thing that this game's ever done.
Exactly.
I mean, as far as giving us units and keeping them relevant, EZA is probably the biggest benefit this game has given us.
I agree.
Amen to that.
All right. So, well, I completely forgot about this other EZA. Good thing I make show notes.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say.
This EZA here,
Yep.
it's not for a cell unit. It's for 17 and 18. It uses Future Saga. You don't want to use extreme units. You don't want to use int units. You don't want to use strength or physical. So basically, you're gonna run tech and agility Future Saga. You're gonna come through here. You're gonna rake this thing over the coals, which you've probably already done if you've been playing for any length of time. But that's gonna lead us to 17 and 18.
This is out right now.
Yeah, this is out right now. Came out last night.
Dude, where's my phone?
It's like I gotta get to work. Hold on.
Yeah.
So 17 becomes another infinite defense stacker. 30% for 99 turns. He also lowers enemy defense on the same super attack. That is dumb. What is up with that? I mean, the lowering defense isn't that massive, but I mean, it helps to do extra damage like towards the end of Legendary Goku.
Right.
You know, again, we're gonna skip leader skill because no one's gonna use this leader skill for anything.
Yeah.
He does weaken regeneration for like the one event that matters in. Changes agility key spheres to rainbow key spheres, attack and defense 70%, and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 17%. So he just gets flat out 17% crit, plus the 5 from if you have him at free dupes. So you're talking about a 22% chance to crit with this character with having minimal investment into the hidden potential system.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy. Plus an additional attack and defense 80% medium chance, which I believe is 25%. Yep. To launch an additional super attack when your team has Android 18 attacking in the same turn.
Which is almost every single time there's an Android 17 character in your team.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, like, your options for Android 18 are ridiculous because it's not Android 18 Future. It's all of these ones up here. So you can use the support one that's free to play. You can use the really nice one from Tournament of Power. This intelligence one isn't terrible. The free to play one from Battlefield. I mean, you got a lot of options there.
Yeah. Do.
But if you link him with the 18 that he's with, they link a lot better.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure that they do.
But, I mean, and if you've been playing for a minute, you probably have multiple copies of each of these units because they're just regular old SSRs. You've probably been disappointed you pulled. You're like, oh, I got this guy. Unless you're me,
Honestly,
then you're
I
like,
felt
yes.
I felt that in my time of expanding in Dokkan. Mine's actually SA and all pads unlocked, but no orb investments yet.
Same.
Wow, he has up to 6 key from links alone. He gets 2 from Infinite Energy, 2 from Twin Terrors, and 2 from Fear and Faith. That's
Fear and Faith is going to be really good for if you want to run him on not.
Fear and Faith is like
normal
extremes prepared for battle.
Yeah.
Like all of the decent extreme units have Fear and Faith for the most part.
I think I smell an Android's Legendary Goku event run. Android 17 and 18, one pair. Android 17 and 18 Future, the other pair.
You like it.
That sounds like a plan. And actually 17, the MVP 17. Oh, you wouldn't be able to run this one if you had MVP 17 on the team.
Yeah, you wouldn't be.
No.
Are they Android Cell Saga? You could run an Android Cell Saga though under the under the Cell lead. So yeah, that would be good.
So it would be pretty okay.
All right, so
Well, Cell would be good because if you're going to be running the Int 18, she doesn't raise her defense; she only stacks attack. So you will have a bit of a liability there. So having the Cell will be a good insurance policy in case you get
that healing.
smashed with. Yeah.
Yep. And then of course he does have the farmable super attack from the Android event that I think is out right now. Actually,
It is.
yeah, it's currently available. So if you guys have this unit, you can farm up the super attack if you haven't already.
Do it.
Any other
highly
thoughts
recommend it.
on this particular unit?
I think we haven't talked about 18 yet, but I think he's better than her in a lot of ways, not just because 18 stacks attack. He stacks defense, so obviously that's better. But he also changes orbs to rainbow, and she does not. And I think that's a lot better for the team than, you know. But I've been, as you like, self-promotion here. I have a Area 51 team where it's just Android 16 to 17 team that I did for a video, and I'm just happy there's more units to use because I didn't want to use the Tech MVP 17 because that's all I had. So now I'm really happy that this guy's better.
Well, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
If you have Android 17 and 18 on, one changes orbs to rainbow, and then another changes rainbow to int. What's the ordering in which the passives take place? Like,
It depends on how they show up at the bottom. It goes
Yeah,
from left to
whichever one's
right on the
first.
bottom of the screen.
So whoever's leftmost will go first. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Correct.
if 17 showed up first, he would change all of the agility key spheres to rainbow, and then if 18 showed up in line after him, she would change all of the rainbows to ints.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah, that actually does work because if you, they do interfere with one another, but not in the intrusive kind of way. Like you can get all ints, and you could possibly get a nice heal from it. You could get possibly a nice nuke from it. So I think that works a lot better than the two blue Saiyans when they're trying to vie for each other's orb space.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
Yeah,
run
no,
those two
100%.
on rotation together. I always
They
run them
link
off.
so well.
I
it's
know
worth it,
they
but
I
yeah.
know they link really well, but having that guaranteed healing every single turn against legendary Goku is
It's
massive.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's good about this too, like specifically, kind of like what Trevor said, even though 17 is better, especially when you're running this, like, and you know for a fact you're keeping them on rotation together, 99% of the time you're always going to throw 17 first, on top of the fact just because 18 has that attack stack rather than defense stack. So when 17's first, obviously you're going to get the rainbow orbs, and then those rainbow orbs will turn the intelligence, just bettering your chances of
you don't
hero.
control how the characters
Well, yeah,
show up
no,
at the
of
bottom of the
course.
screen, though. I mean,
course.
the only thing you can control is which two characters come up on each rotation, not what order they show up on the bottom of
Right.
the board.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, you'll have them together all the time. So, I mean, sometimes their
has its
passives will work
advantages and
against each other,
disadvantages.
but
I mean, here's a thought. You could run it with. Do the futures count?
you
As
could,
them
yeah,
or
no. You can run those futures as their own rotation, and then they have these two on the other rotation.
Yeah, the question is, do they count for these passives? Like,
No.
if you wanted to have 18 with 17 future.
No,
that
it's specific.
no.
It specifically says that it has to be 17 future and 18 future on those cards.
Well, yeah, on those cards. Fuck you. I'm talking about these cards right now.
Right? No,
They
gonna,
just say Android on there. They don't say.
right. Android 17. It doesn't say when your team has a card including the name Android 17. It says when your team has Android 17. So it has to be regular Android 17. It
Yeah,
can't
and they have to
be
be
future,
at the same
and it
turn,
can't be
too.
GT, even though I don't think there's one for GT.
There is a 17.
Hellfighter 17.
But it's called
Yeah.
Well, but it's not called like Android 17 GT. Like
No.
this one.
No.
Before he transforms, should probably be set. No, that's Hellfighter. But there are GT ones in here that don't have the name GT.
Yep, that is true.
So
And they don't even have the GT link.
yeah, like this one.
Just fucking stupid.
This one's from GT because he's in the trench coat. He doesn't have the link skills. Yeah.
Nope.
Anyway, we're getting off on a tangent again. But yeah,
We do that.
unless it says something like includes the name, it has to
Yeah,
match
okay.
exactly.
Gotcha. Wording.
So, yep.
Right.
It's all of what Dokkan passives are. It's all about specific wording and punctuation. Semicolons
Yeah, 100%.
separate. Semicolons completely separate passive abilities, and commas just continue them. So if you see like blah blah blah, comma blah blah blah, that's all the same thing. But like right here, weakens regeneration and changes. That's all one thing. That happens the second she shows up on the board. Then you've got the semicolon. So the second part of her passive is attack and defense plus 80% reduces damage received by 18%. Semicolon, third part of the passive, plus an additional attack and defense 70%, which is important because plus an additional means that it's a separate calculation.
Yeah.
So plus an additional attack and defense plus 70%, and medium chance of evading the enemy's super attack, including a super attack when your team has Android 17 attacking the same turn. She literally has 3 distinct separate passive abilities.
You know, in their disclaimer, they should add, like, you need to have this much level of education to play this game, because you got to be able to filter through all the grammatical stuff. It reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! With their, like, increasingly insane descriptions on their cards and stuff. You got to really focus and make sure you're reading everything correctly. Because you're missing out on some real major stuff.
I'm so glad that Dokkan's not really a card game, because I would need like a magnifying glass in order to read some of the effects on these cards if they were physical. Anyway, so she does link perfectly with 17. Like, it's ridiculous how good they are together.
Yeah, they're the same. They came out at the same time.
Yep.
They're just, you know, they're duo.
It's almost like they're related.
Almost. Like they're twin terrors or something. So, again, farmable super attack here. I don't really think we have a whole lot more to cover on these two units. I mean, they're really good together. I agree that 17 is probably slightly better just because of the way he changes things. Because agility orbs changing to rainbow helps more of the team than rainbow orbs changing to int orbs, I think.
Yeah.
So, all right. What's next?
Moving on.
Oh man, I'm already following you. I wanted to surprise you during the stream by following you.
All right, so next we've got the Tree of Might. This event really is just kind of a returning event that there's nothing fantastic here. Like, like in some events we talk about it's worth it to farm X or Y. Like, it's worth it to do this event for whatever support item or whatever. I mean, you have a chance at getting some decent support items, but there's 0 to 2 drops, you know, and it's just not. There's better drops elsewhere for some of these items. I mean, if you want to use the stamina for that, that's fine. And I guess of note, there's probably Turles here, because you can actually use him to farm other Turleses, but since he starts off as an SR, it's not great.
Kind of a pain. Yeah.
I still have to farm that Turles, honestly. I'm just doing it for the sake of collectors, but...
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Also, I don't know if anyone else farmed Ballsack guys, but those guys as well.
I actually need to work on Raisin.
Is that Raisin? Nope, that's Lakessi.
Wait, his name is not Lakessi. Wait, no, his name is Raisin.
This farmable one?
Yeah. Wait.
Nah. Twin Blitzer Lakessi.
No, it's Lakessi.
Raisin's the other one.
Oh, right. Okay, well they're twins,
Raisin's
so.
the one you get from summons and Lakessi.
Oh, never mind.
Are you saying they all look the same to you?
I knew you were gonna freaking bring that up. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Ballsack guy number 2. I have not farmed that guy yet, so I need to farm him just for my completionist mentality. But you know what though? Actually, one thing that is useful with this event, other than the super attack farming for Turles, is that you can actually get a decent amount of Baba points while doing it, because you can get from 0 to 15 of those Fruit of the Loom medals. Sorry, Fruit of the Tree of whatever medals, and you can exchange each one for 12 Baba points. So actually, when I did this, I actually got a considerable amount of Baba points, because I think the drop rates are kind of bad with the Turles drop. So while doing that grind, you will probably get a decent amount of medals, and you can exchange them for some Baba points.
And that's how you Dokkan responsibly.
Hell yeah! I was wondering how long it would take that. I love it. I love it.
So,
Marketing 101.
Absolutely. Any other thoughts on this one, guys? I mean, that's a good point about the Baba points, and I guess that makes the Turles grind a little bit better in my opinion. But, I mean, it's neither here nor there. People either like to grind or they don't. I particularly don't, but I do it anyway.
How masochist are you to do this event, I guess is what it comes down to.
Well, I mean, you get the stones too.
Sure.
There's always that. If you haven't ever done it.
I am the guy that farmed the stupid Vegeta and Nappa Great Ape event for 3 days straight trying to get 1 copy of Moon Nappa medal. So
Me too.
I did that as well. So.
you know,
What the hell, man? What is it? I cannot believe the rates were so low.
they're so horrible. Welcome to a year 1 event, dude. That one sucked.
I'm glad I wasn't there for that. I did not miss
Same
that.
with this one. Both
That-
that
that-
and this event needs to be revamped so bad.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Like this needs something. It needs some love. Maybe they need to give us our Earthling or Z Fighter category and make that this the weakness for this one or the increased drop for this one.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't give me hope.
I mean, as someone who said that they needed to revamp old events like this, like for the last 4 episodes we've done with this, I'm a firm believer that they should do something more with these events, and I'm kind of hoping that they do at some point. So seeing events like this come back and still not have a change is kind of upsetting for me, though, personally.
Yeah, like I mean, even if all they do, like they don't go through and change any of the rewards or anything, give it an increased drop chance and get rid of the chance of 0.
Yeah,
That's all you need to do to
exactly.
make this decent. That's all you need to do. Like, I understand having a 0 drop on like the normal and the hard, but on Z hard, don't have a 0 drop. I mean, it can be a drop of 1 if it's a medal or something, but
Yeah.
This might be a generalization, but let me know what you guys think. If the event doesn't require an update, like a new level or something, probably not going to mess with it. It's not high on their priority list.
that's true.
And so yeah, as long as this remains the same, they're not going to touch it. But if they do add something, then it would probably get some much needed bonus drop rate adjustments and stuff like that. You guys agree?
It's just waiting
Yeah.
for the LR Kura and his LR Turles and his squad. I forget what the hell his squad.
LR Raisin.
Yeah.
LR Raisin will be the unit that brings this event back.
Because they'll probably end up doing that. We'll get some LR group Turles thing before we get like
Acrylon.
Garlic Jr., Acrylon, Dr. Wheelo. Like even a free-to-play Dr. Wheelo. We'll get an LR Turles before we get a free-to-play Dr. Wheelo.
Yes, we will. And I will have to hear more people say Turles.
Turtles.
All right, next event that's going right now is Go Forth Hero of Justice, which reminds me I have a lot of farming to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done.
Same.
I can proudly say I am done with that stupid event.
This event sucks so bad. The
It
unit
does
that drops here is, I mean, you can use it to farm Gohan Teen, but he starts off as an R, so don't do it because it's a waste.
Doing it anyways.
You can also use it for Great Saiyaman, but you got to awaken him a lot more.
Right.
Because he turns into a Great Saiyaman, I believe. Yep, down here. He turns into just a regular Great Saiyaman.
If I'm not mistaken, there are 4 Saiyaman units that benefit from this metal nonsense, right? I think there's
Give me just a second.
there's an AGL and ST. I think I might know. I think there's an AGL, there's an STR, which is the one that's in the event, and then there's those are for Gohan, and then there's a Tech Videl and an STR Videl, both of which also upgrade with these medals.
Yes.
I got all of this done before this event even dropped because those medals kept showing up in the Baba shop, and I just kept buying them, and I was able to get it. I think I had to do like maybe 2 or 3 runs on a couple levels, but I got them all done. I don't ever have to do this again. I am moving on with my life.
Yeah, I think I'm about to rainbow my Videl, my Saiyaman 2 here, and then I've just got my first copy of the SR Videl. I don't know what my drop rates are like, man, but I don't have good luck. Give me my unfeatured SRs.
I think the only one good unit. Well, actually, some of them are actually decent for what they are. I think that I'm trying to find the unit, but at SR, I think 2 of them can greatly lower attack, or at least lower attack, and then one of the Videl Saiyamans can also reduce the attack and defense of the enemy of a certain type by 25%, which is pretty decent for a unit of this caliber. So
Yeah.
I've actually run a couple of these on Saiyaman theme teams because I like me Saiyaman, just some theme teams in general. So yeah, there is some utility, but not much at all especially if you're not hardcore or insane.
Gohan, both Gohan's lower attack by 25% for 3 turns. Both Videl's lower defense by 50% for 3 turns.
It's not greatly, or is it?
Well, yeah, it's 50% greatly. Greatly
Oh,
lowers
okay.
defense. Greatly lowers defense, and then the attack greatly lowers attack, which is 25%.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Yeah, this one also needs an adjustment as far as drop go, but they probably won't ever mess with it. So your best bet, if you really don't want to do this yourself, because trust me, it's a pain in the ass because you have to navigate through certain tiles on the map. It's not just a matter of completing it. Your best bet is to go through the Baba shop and just get it that way.
I think the only ones that don't go to the Baba shop are the Spopovich and Yamu.
No,
Or
they do.
No, there's a boo. Maybe it does. I don't know. I've never seen them.
They all show
I've
up.
seen them frequently, yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're all there. So
But yeah, so if you can get those that way, it's better than running this event. Just do it for stones and get out. There's really nothing to even farm. Like, there's no support items or significantly interesting training items to get out of this level.
no training items. Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
Nothing
there's
significantly
nothing.
interesting.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is the best right here, and it's pretty much garbage.
You know what though? Maybe at some point if they add a policeman crew, this event.
Dude, we had Policeman Krillin for the Countdown to Resurrection event that only ever came around once, and it's never come back.
Oh, I wasn't around for that.
Yeah, they actually do have him. Let me pull him up really quick.
I don't even think I got it, to be honest, either.
I had it on my old account, but we all know the story of my old account, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Bums
R.I.P.
me out. I don't even want to think about it. That bums me out.
So, but yeah, we do have an Officer Krillin. He's interestingly enough the only Krillin in the game with a different name, except for maybe Kid Krillin. Is he called Kid? Youth. Okay.
Youth.
So we have literally 3 named Krillins in the game, and 2 of those names only have 1 unit each.
Sweet.
But yeah, we do have an Officer Krillin.
That's cool.
Look at that.
Yes.
Also coming up, or not coming up, but going on right now, we've got Epic Battle of the Otherworld. This has farmable Gokus, which, fun fact, it's intelligence on global and strength on JP, because they did that for whatever reason.
Opposite for the Pycons as well.
Yep. Again, medals here, you're going to be looking at 3 units that you're looking to raise here. So, as far as like total medals that you need to farm, 54 and 24 is really not that bad.
No,
The other
it's
drop rate's kind of poop. You get 1 if you're, maybe 2 if you're lucky.
Yep, 1 or 2.
So,
But still, I mean,
But
if
the
you're
training
looking for
medals,
something to
though-
farm, yeah, these training items down here,
those train items, yeah.
I spend a lot of stamina on this stage right here.
Yes.
Those train items are worth, dude.
Yes.
Absolutely. Each one of these,
1.5 million training XP for the same type.
yep,
That's
and then a million XP if you're using it for opposite type, but don't do that.
Yeah,
It is absolutely too good to pass up.
it really
It's-
is. Yeah,
It's
farm.
really one of the best farms in the game.
See, this is what I say. This is what I preach. There's always something to do in Dokkan if you just look and you're. There's, I mean, like when you need to do something with your stamina because you're totally bored, do something like this. Farm up all those training items. That way, when you get a crazy unit that you really want to level up, showcase right away, boom, you can do it in 2 seconds with items like this.
Also,
Oh, you're gonna
weighted-
say it?
the weighted headgear is better on global than it is on JP.
I didn't know if you were gonna catch it or not.
I just saw it. It's
Yeah,
literally
I read
twice as good. I'm like,
read
what
that
the
the other day.
what?
Whoa!
It's
Yeah, it's
literally
only-
twice
it's only-
as good
Yeah, it's 750,000 on JP.
Damn!
compared to
mil.
the 1.5 mil on global.
How does this
Hashtag
stack
JP
against
Shaft.
In their
JP?
in their defense, though, the Pycon is better on JP.
It is, yeah.
How's
He
the?
has 100%.
How does?
he has
Sorry,
100
you go.
Go on.
He
Oh,
has
there was
100%.
he has 100% attack boost and
Okay. Yeah.
50% defense boost, lowering, and on the STR one on global is only 70 and 30.
How does the weighted headgear compare to the candy cane? Oh, they're the same. Okay.
Well, on
They're the
global
same.
they're the same.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking global. I don't
Yeah,
usually
I know.
talk in JP. Yeah.
Yep. So it's a
Um,
Christmas candy cane, regular candy cane, and that weighted headgear are all 1.5 million.
All the more reason it's the best training item for global. So
It
get
is.
on that. Anytime you're bored, just pop in a couple runs of that, and you're gonna get some good stuff.
Exactly.
I mean,
I mean,
the
in
drop
our-
rate's not
more
great,
than enough.
but I mean, just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I can't do that like you do. That covers everything that's going on right now. But what is coming up this coming Sunday night, Monday morning? We are finally getting cooler.
Yay! It's a big
What the?
Sorry, I got a little excited.
Oh, I feel like
Go
that
grab a
as
towel, my guy.
Oh,
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. You want a tissue? No, I think I need a blanket.
I'll
That's
need a
right. I
blanket
watch
and
your
some
show.
sponges.
I watch your show.
So Cooler is coming up. I don't think there's a whole lot of argument saying he's one of the best Dokkan Fest exclusive TURs in the game.
Definitely. We talked about it last week too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the third time we've really talked about the unit. We're not going to go into a whole lot of huge detail on him because we've already done it twice. Because we thought he was coming last week, but he didn't. Because Dokkan likes to mess with us. But, I mean, just things like... We've all said it before, we love leaders who are a support unit.
Yep.
We do. I mean, it's so good. They've got the leader skill, they've got the support for it. You know you're going to run two of them, so it makes for a really good team building option. Cooler also lowers attack and defense, which lowering defense is not that great, but lowering attack is super helpful. He's just so good. And then he transforms, and he loses his ability to support, but he just becomes an absolute monster.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you're running him as a lead and then have another one as a friend, you can just transform one if you want to have the support still.
Exactly. And then technically you could run them together because they're different names.
Yeah.
So
they're
they'll link
different,
with each
they'll
other.
link different. Yeah.
It's so
Ridiculous.
good. You guys, any quick thoughts on Cooler before we move on to the real question about this character?
I've never read his stats before because when JP gets crazy good units, I try to stay away from them so that I don't have super FOMO issues. And reading, oh my god, this guy's insane. What the hell, man?
Like,
now you see why I love
Like-
this unit.
I
I
know.
mean, I saw his super attack animation. That alone got me super into this guy. Like, I wanted to get him. And now that I'm seeing his stats,
Yeah, I mean, he, for the people who tell you to save your stones for the 5-year, to skip everything until the 5-year, this is where I put my foot down and say no. This is a character that is absolutely worth summoning on. If you are free to play, do not feel bad if you want to summon on this banner. Don't go ham, don't invest all of your stones. If you want to throw like 1 to 3 multis to try to get this Cooler, don't feel bad about that. It'll be worth it.
he's also the best lead to have both the 5-year units on.
Yes.
Transformation
Transformation
boost.
boost.
So if you can get this guy, if you're stupidly lucky and you can get him in the couple pulls that you do, oh my gosh, it's worth it.
Can I just say this as well, just as kind of a side note for this character? I have been a heavy proponent to transformation boost is supremely underrated. This plus the 5-year cards make transformation boost almost the best freaking team out there.
Just about. Yep.
And the second thing is this card just makes me cry in so many places. It
I'm gonna.
it's the abilities that it has to go from support to like this godly monster of like destruction. The transformation scene that almost it feels like just a rip from the entire movie itself. The fact that, you know, like his super attacks just look so amazing in a rip of themselves. This honestly might become one of my new favorite cards, just because of the fact that, you know, it's freaking Cooler.
And it's so good mechanically.
It-
It's so good.
It doesn't get any cooler than this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Intended. I like it.
I'm just
All right.
saying.
I do want to issue one little complaint here, though, and it's something I complain about every once in a while.
Get out.
Conquest of Terror was a much better name than Terrifying Conquerors.
Sure.
A lot of their category names were butchered when they became global.
I know.
Yeah.
It just
very
it bugs
Oh,
me.
they changed it to
Vegeta-
Terrifying Conquerors, huh?
What
Yeah,
is it? Vegeta's lineage, Goku's lineage. I loved that. That sounded so much cooler. Then they made it Goku's
Yeah.
Goku's
family.
family, Vegeta's family.
Malevolent, what is it? Universe Malevolent Clan or something like that. I like that more than Wicked Bloodline. Wicked Bloodline's kind of grown on me. But
Most Malevolent Clan, I think is what it's
most Malevolent Clan, I was okay with that. I don't know why they change it.
Because when you do direct
Some-
translations,
okay,
there's like
yeah, I was gonna
14
say there's
different ways
some-
that you can like interpret it. Because of the way, it depends on whether it's. I don't know. My wife could explain it better. She lived in Japan for 3 months. I don't understand any of it.
Yeah, but I don't get that logic though, because they work together in like the same office or some crap, right? Like they're.
Or you could just
they're-
look at chat because Levi just explained it.
True.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, okay.
Are we all reading it?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
So-
Everything
stopped
but
to
the
read.
Japanese letter.
Yeah.
It's
Distracted.
it really is depend on the katakana, the hiragana, you know, whatever it is. But I just don't like it. Time travelers is actually supposed to be travelers in time and space, which then would make more sense for a character like Bojack to be in the category.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
agree.
right.
So
Yeah, that's true.
it's just little things like that. They probably do it for design reasons, for translation reasons. It's just something that bugs me, and I wanted to complain about it because I have a right to.
By the way, Tystra, I just realized something. When I was on a Discord chat with some of my toons, and I watched this super attack animation when this debuted on JP. And actually, you know what? Following up our previous conversation, I think that was the one and only time that I was able to squeak as high as you do. When I saw that super attack animation for the first time and it went all 3D and crap. Ooh, I lost my mind.
I won't lie, because normally for me, like, unless I'm able to catch the stream and I'm able to stream it on my stream and give live reactions, I'm normally not audible. The moment I saw the transformation was the moment my jaw dropped. I was like, what?
Yeah. And I'm not
What?
even really a cooler guy. I think he's nice, but I was never a cooler fan. But seeing that animation, ooh, I need him.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Magnifique.
Yeah.
So-
My last thoughts on this unit, just real quick. We got not a whole bunch, but one transformation boost is one of my favorite categories. This Conquest of Terror category I've been making teams preemptively for this category for months now, so I'm really excited about it. Hope I pull him. But I like that his card is very, very, very reminiscent of the actual show. Like, Cooler is a threat, and he's laughing at Goku the entire time, literally until he dies. He's like right above Goku trying to kill him. He's laughing at him. You're fucking scum. And then Goku, and then he's still laughing. He's still holding it back. He's like, I'm still laughing. You're still garbage. And that's kind of like how this card is. Like, he's just, yeah, I'm here. I'm awesome. And then he transforms like, yeah, now I'll kill you. And I love it. I think it's
This card
perfect.
doesn't stop until you die.
Make him canon.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I think the big question that comes along with this banner is, how is it going to change? Not if it's going to change, how is it
Oh.
going to change? Because it's going to.
Namegoku.
Every
Namegoku, bye-bye.
every banner that was released previously on JP that we've gotten on Global since November has changed. So it's not like I said, it's not a matter of if it's going to change; it's what's going to change. And I do.
When
think
was the last
Namegoku-
time we had Tech Trunks show up on a banner?
November?
November? Tech
Yeah.
Trunks will sub out for Namegoku.
You think so?
That's my guess.
Okay.
Because we just had Namegoku show
Yeah,
up
he won't be on
for
it. Yeah.
On Piccolo's banner.
or something, and then we had Goku Black show up in the spot of was it for Namegoku? Or was it somebody else?
somebody
Yeah,
else,
it was
I think.
Namegoku. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for Namegoku when the Piccolo banner dropped, right?
No, Namegoku came back with the Piccolo banner on Global. The Cooler banner was the first time Namegoku came back on JP. So that's why I'm saying that one's probably likely to change because we've already gotten
Yeah,
our
okay.
return.
So yeah, I'll just go with transforming Trunks as the one to come back.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be that guy. I don't think it's gonna change.
Hey,
I'm going to put a bet down, and I'm going to say I don't think it's going to change, and the only reason why is because of the fact that, yeah, it may have been like 2 months ago we got the Goku, but at the same time, like, nobody really summoned on that banner anyway. They didn't-
Also, it's not like it matters because everyone's going to be summoning for Cooler. They could put whatever the hell they want,
this
and
is
people
true.
are still going to summon on this banner.
I
Yeah, I mean, I'm
mean,
pretty hyped for that Kid Goku, though.
if this banner stays exactly the same way, I'm perfectly fine with it. I really am.
Yeah.
I could use everything on here. I don't have any of these units rainbowed.
And think about this also, the Cooler banner made a lot of money. It definitely didn't break records, but it was one of the highest grossing banners on JP's side. I don't think they'll change that. I think I think that because of how much money they gained on JP, they know they're going to gain just as much, if not more, on the global side. France, please give us first place. But
Yeah, right,
know
please.
You don't even need to ask. It's just common courtesy for France.
It's a matter of time. I mean, it's more about when they're gonna do it.
I would think
2
it's
days?
a national pride thing. It's like, hey, everybody in France, Dokkan banner comes out in 24 hours. Like, oh, better
Don't
go to
forget
payday
Luxembourg.
advance.
Luxembourg too.
but I really look at this, and I'm definitely going to put my foot down and say I don't think it's going to change at all. I think this is going to be one of those things to where, they'll keep it exactly as it is, and we're going to be extremely happy
Oh yeah.
with the results.
Watch him put that AGL Namek Frieza in his
I'm
place.
gonna-
Oh yes, please.
Watch him.
That would be awesome.
Watch him swap
I
out.
would love that.
That is
He's
the
my
one unit
favorite.
I want the most in the game. I need him. Please.
He's my favorite Frieza unit.
I don't think they'd do this,
Definitely.
but watch them swap out Namek Goku for Burger King Goku.
You called him Burger King.
Yeah.
Who's Burger King Goku?
Super Saiyan Blue
Oh,
Kaioken.
That was my takeaway from that.
Yes.
Bro. Dude, they put Kaioken Goku on his
If they I think Ningen in chat said it best. This banner is going to sell no matter what they do, so they probably won't put something hype like Trunks on there, which means they definitely won't put something hype like Blue Kaioken on here.
Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
Max
But imagine-
Negan's here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in chat the whole time.
Imagine if they did though. Imagine how quickly we'd get first place if Kaioken Goku was on this banner too.
You know how
Oh,
pissed
100%.
off JP would be? Oh my god. So mad.
Trying to go back to this JP Shaft thing. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
If
It's a
we,
thing.
I mean, it's really not that different. It could happen. It's not like JP hasn't gotten units returned before we ever got them first.
Right.
I mean, it could go the other way. We could get a global exclusive unit to return before it ever appears on JP. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't really think it's going to happen.
Have you explained the Burger King thing to the Global Gang listeners?
No, I have not. Feel free.
So Burger King is my stupid way of nicknaming the Blue Kaioken Goku, because basically when you look at their names, it's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken SSBKK, and I hate saying all that stuff. That's just too much for my brain. So I like to keep things simple, associate with a weird sounding nickname to reinforce and make it more memorable. So instead of saying SSBKK, it's BK Burger King. Boom, there it is.
There you go.
It's like Havo High and his Android 51 because
Yeah.
16, 17, 18
That-
add up to 51.
I do like that though. I
Yeah,
do like
that's-
that.
No, it's really creative.
Oh yeah, I
Some-
stole that. Oh, yeah.
Some of his nicknames drive me crazy, like Go Punks. I can't believe I even said that just now, but I kind of hate that.
Ugh.
But the LR51 is the best one.
I prefer GT Trio when talking about those ones.
Yeah.
GT Trio is cool too.
So, but yeah, no, you all come up with great names. Like I steal more names from you guys than anybody else. You and Havo,
Yeah.
you guys have great names. But
I think he wanted to call Kalen Khalifa KFC, but out first, so he went with Extra Crispy.
nice.
Extra crispy.
I mean,
He
So-
didn't want to be he didn't want to be copying, so he tried to be a little different.
All right, JMO, did you have anything on this banner, dude?
Honestly, I don't really have any other added opinion. The only thing I'd be mildly surprised with is if they would swap out in Kid Goku with the AGL Frieza. I don't think that they'd actually go that route, but it'd be something interesting to see. As far as the banner, I'm kind of with Tystra on this one, honestly. I don't think they're gonna do a big change for it. I mean, if Namegoku gets swapped out, I mean, either way it's gonna sell, but if I wanted like the perfect banner for me, I would swap Kid Goku for the AGL Frieza, just because it's kind of a cooler oriented banner as is. You know?
He is the kind of the odd man out because everyone else some tie to Namek
Relates to
or the Wicked Bloodline category. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kid Goku would probably be the odd man out for that.
Thematically, yeah. Me too.
I need him too. I need him too, but I'm not rushing it.
I do hope you guys are right in that they don't change it because it is a really good banner the way it is set up right now. I think there's a lot of value in it. Again, your odd man out, but still not a bad unit is the Youth Goku. But yeah, I really hope they don't, but I think they're going to, just because they've changed so many in the last few months.
I mean, it's a good
Put that
prediction
on
that
me,
they would
Ricky
change.
Bobby.
Of course, along with Cooler, we're going to get another stage of this event. This is really nothing to talk about. It's just going to be a Dokkan event. You can use Super Saiyan Goku specifically. So right here, any of these Gokus, you can use them as long as they're available on global. Like you're not.
Bomb Kudo, man.
But yeah, so this event's not hard. It's a Dokkan event. Everybody knows that Dokkan events aren't hard. Any quick thoughts on this before we completely blow it by?
Not really.
If we get that AGL Namek Frieza, if he were to drop on this banner, I might wail out.
Hardcore, yeah.
Hardcore
I mean, I
wail.
was already gonna wail, but I will.
I was already gonna go pretty crazy myself, but I will go full 5-year if they add the Frieza on that banner.
See, I was lucky. I got when Planet Namek Goku came out. That's the only card that I got from that banner, and then I got a dupe on the next banner.
Oh,
I'm
He's
pretty
the
good
most
with-
unique. He's like the
He's so
best Super
good.
Battle Road unit you could ask
Oh my
for.
god,
One
he's
of the
so
best.
good. Seals
Yeah.
and stuns. Get the.
Nobody
fuck
else can do
outta
that,
here.
right? Like no one else has been able to answer that question. No, I don't
Yeah.
stun and seal simultaneously.
No.
No, there's no other unit that
ridiculous.
can do both. I don't think. Well, wait, Oceana Shenron?
I don't remember.
Let me pull that up.
I don't know enough about it.
I don't either, actually.
Please
I just
do.
know that Frieza's OP. That's all I care about.
Just while he's looking at
Seals?
this, I feel
High
crazy
chance
about
of
this.
stunning. Okay, yes.
Stuns if they are sealed. Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you give her additional, then she could. But the thing about Frieza is not only does he do both, but he does crowd control because he can attack everybody. So
Right.
he could
Yeah.
potentially
So
seal and
crazy.
stun everybody. I think.
Yeah.
No, he only stuns if you're facing one enemy.
Oh, okay. So he can seal and stun one person, but he can mass seal everybody. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
still.
So if you
Okay.
when you're down to the last person, he'll stun them.
Yep. There you go.
True.
So, interesting tactics that you can use there.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Cooler, we're getting the event revival for Strongest Rivals. That's weird to say all at once. It is going to bring an increased drop rate using Wicked Bloodline category. It does give us a farmable Cooler, who is also a defense stacker. Again, we'll go further into depth with this next week. We'll cover the units and whatever. The big thing here is that this Cooler right here, or Kura, depending on who you're looking at, whether it's JT or global. He's no longer free to play.
What?
Was he ever really though? Because
Yes.
wasn't it like a 1% drop rate?
Still would technically be counted as a dropped card. So
Yeah,
technically
I
free to play.
I never got him once, so I gave up on him. I just got him the other way.
I got him
So-
like twice, but in all honesty, like he's literally just Papa fodder.
I
Yeah,
had
he's
him-
really not worth it. But
I got him as
still-
a drop, like once, or no, I got him as a drop 4 times because I specifically farmed up 4 of him because I had pulled the one, and I'm like, well, I might as well awaken them all and unlock his paths. But that was
So
that
you
was,
went through.
that
so
was
you
on
went
my
through
old
that-
account.
that oh
Yes.
my God.
Dude,
So wait,
I spent
hold on,
3
what?
days farming for 1 stinking medal. Who do you think I am?
Well, I mean, I did that too, so I know you're insane, but I didn't know there was a level beyond that.
This is to go even further beyond.
Yeah.
So hold on. Who is this intellect cooler?
It's
He's on
the final form.
If you look at the event, he's on the final stage.
Well,
the-
not anymore because we've got the event renewal. He's they don't show it anymore in here.
Why the hell am I seeing it then?
So he's not a drop.
No,
not
he's not a drop.
not anymore. The int one is no longer a drop. He was available. Hold on. He's available
so
as an
you-
SR. This one right here.
They have 2 separate pages on the Dokkan Wiki. I was looking at the old.
Yep. So okay, so
So-
like rare summon.
okay.
So like right here, this should link us to the old version. So yeah, unavailable event. This event's been renewed and updated. So this is the old version of the event. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you could farm the int Mecha Frieza and int Cooler from this event. You could also farm the Strike Chill or the SR Tech Chilled. That is the Strike one, and so is this one. This King Cold is also the Strike one.
Wait, that's weird. This must be a year 1 thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a very, very weird thing that it was. This event needed a renewal badly, but yeah. So for the rest of this week, this Cooler is technically free to play. But next week, he's no longer available free to play.
Is he available in general, like through banners? too,
Yes,
or-
he's an
Okay.
SR drop. He's just
That's
part of the
how I
general
maxed
SR.
him out.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's just part of the general SR pool, but
Right.
it's just
Will
an
he
interesting
then-
note.
Will he then be the only unit that is undervalued in terms of Baba points, but is only accessible through summons?
It might be. I don't know. I don't know if they're actually changing his value or not. That'll be something interesting to see the next time I
you
get
would
a
think
copy
they
to
would,
Bob in.
though.
Yeah.
So
You would think they would. They
But
would
yeah.
switch him to what he's supposed to be.
Isn't he like extremely terrible too?
He's not good. I was looking at the stats. He's not good.
and I'm
It's
gonna
like attack plus 7,000 or
I'm
something.
gonna solve the Cooler versus Kura problem right now, because we just call him Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper.
Cooper.
We call him
You can,
Cooper.
you can blame Alec for that one.
Yeah, you can blame autocorrect for that one. So, the story of Cooper is really quick and succinct. I wanted to type Cooler in ToonRami's chat. It autocorrected to Cooper. I am now known as Alec Cooper, and
Damn right.
Cooler is now Cooper. The metal ones that you can farm up of all the different colors, they're the Cooper Troopers. End of story.
Cooper Trooper. I love it.
So anyway, coming up also next week, we're getting the Curse of the Blood Rubies, the Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle, and the Mystical Adventure, which is how you can farm up your Goku and Arale. Do not sleep on your Blood Rubies, your Sleeping Princesses, or your Ranrans.
Do not sleep on your sleeping princess.
Do not sleep on these at all, because they're the events that are the items that you can get. You can get story keys, you can get Kais. I mean, the stuff in here, there is value in all of these shops, and all three of the shops are basically the same items.
I'm definitely gonna need my story keys back. That's for sure.
Yeah, story keys would be nice.
You're telling me, man.
I just
Did you-
seriously
did you
burned like
use all
30
your-
of them.
Did you use all your growth badges?
Growth.
You could.
Not
you
yet.
could-
Not yet.
You could. Yeah, you could get those key. You can get some of those keys back if you haven't spent your growth badges.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
But
I bought.
it's just
I
it's
bought
just
all
the
the
fact
keys.
that I wasted.
I know. I totally get it. I've
Like,
done
I'm
that too.
so upset.
I had farmed out the cooler army using keys, and then the banner came. I mean, the event came back.
Yeah, it's just like
That's- Brutal, dude.
All
Yeah.
right.
it sucks so much.
But yeah, so don't use keys because these things are coming back.
Yeah, take it from Tystra.
Learn from his mistakes. Learn.
Joking responsibly, please.
And even more responsibly than Tystra.
We're also getting the
Yeah.
10 billion Power Warriors event coming back. This is where you can farm up the Cooper Troopers. Did my music
One of
just
my-
stop?
One of my favorite free-to-play teams, Cooper Troopers.
That was weird. Why did the music stop? There we go. Fixed it.
Oh, I was gonna say if you need some music, I'm down. I'll start.
Beatboxing.
So this event will be dope because if you pull Agile Coolers on that Cooler banner, so if you happen to pull him, you can farm his SA
Yep.
with this.
Yeah.
You can also farm EZA Intellect Coolers of SA with this.
Yep.
Uh,
Any
yeah,
metal
you can do all
cooler.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
You could farm. Let's see here.
Plus the Wicked Bloodlines is the category here too.
So yeah, the
Is it
agility
easy
and
to
the
make?
int one are the only ones that are actually metal cooler that can be raised by the strength one.
Yes.
So,
Correct.
Fama Missia Cooler.
So.
Bon voyage.
But yeah, so I don't think there's anything really of note out as far as like train. I guess there's training locations here if you really want to, but they only drop one at a time, so it's probably not worth it. And again, these units aren't bad for free-to-play units. The grind to get them all the way up is kind of crappy, but they're not bad.
They're fun. I'm not gonna say they're great, but they're just fun. I very much enjoy using this team on when I'm just doing random farming or grinding, just because it's not too OP where it's just an easy cakewalk. It adds a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, they're really fun. Also, there's something just oddly satisfying about this team, looking at them all rainbowed and having them all on your team in different colors with all the symmetry. And then, I got this weird problem when I'm running an event and I look at the character wheel at the bottom right when I start the event. All those cooler heads are shaped exactly the same, but then there's that one stupid cooler that's like angled differently that gives me a giant headache.
Yeah, that's how you know the difference between the free-to-play blue one and the pay-to-play blue one. Is
And the
his head
pay to play
tilts the
one,
other
yeah. But it's
I'm
really fun.
I'm glad someone else other than me accepts that. Like,
Oh, you have that
same-
problem too?
I do actually.
All right, guys. So that covers everything that's currently going on in global and everything that's coming up in the next week. So what I want to move on to now is a continuation of a feature we did 2 weeks ago when we were talking about bots. The other half of that is we're actually going to talk about mods today. Now, a few disclaimers before we get rolling here because I feel like this is important to address. The fact that we're discussing mods doesn't mean that we endorse them. It doesn't mean we're connected to them. We're also not going to provide any links to any mods that we discuss. You guys know how to use Google. I trust you. You're all good. Do what you want to do. Bots and mods have a significant following in the community. Whether or not they violate the terms of service doesn't seem to matter. They seem to be relatively accepted by a portion of the community. So we'd be remiss not to really address this topic. But again, we're not endorsing or encouraging you to use bots. In fact, they are against the terms of service, so you have to use them at your own risk. You usually don't get banned outside of the World Tournament for cheating in Dokkan, but keep in mind that they can use that as a reason to not restore your account if you ever lose access. And then one last thing, never pay for a mod. Every mod I'm going to show you today, I got 100% for free, and just don't pay for it. These are people who are trying to make money off of things that you can get for free. You want to Dokkan responsibly, you want to be smart with your money as well. Yeah. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And by the way, the use of bots and mods is counterintuitive to the theme of Dokkaning responsibly.
Yeah,
That's true.
So, but again, I'm not passing judgment. I'm here strictly as an impartial mediator and to show you what it is that I have found. So...
Well, let me just say, since my knowledge when it comes to mods and stuff like that is very limited, basically don't know anything, I will say, I don't know if this is a popular opinion, I don't mind the idea of people using it too much because of the fact that Dokkan doesn't have a direct PvP element in the game. I don't have as much of an issue with it. Like, if you want to do your thing, do it, have fun with it. It is a way for people to kind of reinvent the game in a different way, which I understand, and it's okay. But if this game were something where there was direct head-to-head competition, then I think mods would be a significant problem, a significant issue. But because it's not, with my limited knowledge, I'm okay with it. I'm accepting it. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with that, but just want to throw that out there because I'm probably not going to be speaking as much on this. I barely know anything about it.
That's fine. I mean, and if at any point you guys have a question, like there's something that our panelists don't know, or even you guys in chat that you don't know about mods or you want something clarified, just throw it out there. We'll answer it the best we can.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm kind of the same way with Toon. I'm not one who endorses using mods. I've said that time and time again on my streams. But, like, I'll be honest, I've seen a lot of the different mods that you can put in here. We were kind of discussing it before the podcast, too, about, like, being able to remove, like, the diamond background that many players already got sick and tired of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
There's, like, other, like, actual changes to just more of the, not the mechanics of the game, but, like, the ideas of just changing icons and things like that. I don't see that
there's a lot
as
of,
a reason
there's
to
a
be
lot
a
of
bannable
visual
offense,
things
personally.
that they like to change, but this particular thing that we're looking at right here is actually a modded APK. So this is somebody took the actual download program, they modified it to sorry, they relied on wow, my brain just completely stopped working. They modified
getting good.
They modified the APK so that way it changes certain elements of the game. What I'm showing you now is the team that I'm using. This is their unmodified stats. You're not going to see anything modified until we get actually into an event. This particular mod, what it does is it gives you infinite health, it makes you do increased damage, and it makes every one of the movement options at the bottom of the screen is always going to be 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, all right. I'm already not a fan of it.
So, yep.
Okay, so then you know what? I think you were right. I think cosmetic tweak.
Yep.
This is stupid.
This is like absolute huge cheating right here. I wanted to start with this one because I feel this is the most egregious offender to
It's not even
to the
cheating.
game.
Why do you play the game then?
Yeah, like There's literally instant win mods too. Like you go into an event and
Yeah.
you instantly win. Why?
Why do you?
What's
I
the
don't- I don't
point?
understand this. Oh, you're doing punching. Oh, I'm gonna get real salty. I'm struggling.
Oh, yeah,
I've
get ready.
I've been I've been trying to do this crap legit for so long, and I get the
Oh no,
worst RNG.
it's
on my
not. It's not
invitation.
going to be as bad as what you think. These guys are not going to. You're not going to clear the punching bag with this. Right
You better
here.
not. I'm
You're
about
not
to get
going
so.
to. Well, look at those attack stats.
I know, but this is a mod. I don't know.
Look
I
at
don't
that.
know
Look at
what
that
people-
Cyberman who has 1,000,000 attack stat.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I'm zooming in.
Look at this.
In.
This is base attack stat. You're looking at 999,999 before they pick up an orb.
What the hell is this, man?
At least put him to type advantage. Put him
No.
to type advantage.
Who cares, dude? It doesn't matter.
Wait, are you gonna kill the punching bag?
You can.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I've had it
Oh
where
my
if you can
God.
super attack, you kill the punching bag.
What the hell is this, dude?
So with a bunch of level 1s and nothing really going on there, not even using type advantage, we just cleared how many missions? Come on, tell me.
That's insane.
2 of them. All without even super attacking. We didn't even super attack.
13 mil.
So, yeah, I mean, we did 2 million damage with normals. How dumb is that? You want to see something really stupid?
I have a rainbow Goku Frieza, a rainbow Turles.
Actually, we can just
a
jump right in
rainbow
here.
Henry. I've got like the perfect team, but the RNG screws with me so much. I think the closest I've ever got was like 45 million without items on this punching bag thing.
You notice how I have 65,000 hit points out of 6,000?
I didn't. Now I do.
Yeah, it kind of works the same. It kind of works the same for me too with the punching bag events, because in the first 3 you obviously can't use items. So I have the same struggle, especially with the Dragonstone stage more specifically, because last week I was doing this on the podcast day of too, and I think the day before I went like 6 runs. So I was doing all of them because you could do each event twice. I did like 6 runs, and every single time LR Gohan was off both rotations. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, man. You know, because I've been on a huge STR orb shortage, I was looking for ways to get quick orb infusions, right? So I have been running this for the past few days, and it just brought me back to the memories of trying this every single day 3 times and failing miserably because I couldn't even get the right rotations.
Yeah,
So yeah, that triggered me.
By the way, I love how every time you get hit and it's showing that you should have lost, but you didn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that. Every single time. That's
Yeah.
Because I should have. I have 6,000 hit points. He breathes on me and I die. You know? And it's dumb. Look at the amount of damage that you're doing just from normals with N units. Like, what is the point of this? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This past weekend, I went and I beat LGE free to play, no item, because this pissed me off. I literally spent my entire weekend going for completing the LGE completely free to play with a free to play friend because this game is not that hard, and people who cheat like this make me mad.
Now, granted, I will say this. Ningen pointed this out, and it's very true. Most of the people that have these are just using, like, you know, the little program where they could do multiple accounts at a time, and they could farm up the stones really quick so they could sell them or give them away. That I understand, but the counterpoint to this is there are people out there that actually use these mods.
Yeah, they play the game
yeah.
this way.
I just don't understand. This doesn't even offend me like it hurts the game. That's just stupid. Why are you playing the game? You know the best way to beat the game, don't even pick it up and play it. Boom, you're done.
Well, it's like this
At
takes
that
you
point,
back
yeah.
to the olden days, if y'all remember, on like PS2 and crap when you put in cheat codes to make your character stupid, right? Or you put like on Tony Hawk, you have like low gravity, infinite,
yeah.
you know, grind or some crap. It's just because you can, you
So,
know. 'Cause
like-
why not?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, this is a game where, you know, you have super, like, strong events like that, and yeah, I could kind of see the point of that, but this is something where, like, saying that you did something like is actually like an accomplishment. Back then, when you're on the PS2, they made cheat codes just because some of them were funny. Like take for example, GoldenEye had big head mode, paintball mode,
Right.
all that stuff. They were mostly cosmetics. It wasn't until probably around GTA coming into play where cheat codes, like you could do them, but they did have certain consequences in game as well for doing them.
Yeah.
This is almost like you don't get a consequence for doing it. You literally just sit there and you're just looking at your screen and watching, something that you didn't work hard for.
So Gohan Sama brings up a good point in chat. He says he thinks that this is still worse than, or that the bot is worse than this. All the bot is this automated. Everything the bot does is exactly this. It makes sure that you pick up every item that on a map, so it's giving you the dice mod. You're never gonna die, so you have infinite hit points, and you clear the event in 3 seconds, so you have increased damage. So the bot is this, just automated. So,
Yeah, I mean, as much as I loved the old cheats back on the day when I was a child, y'all know how I feel about this. I was very adamant up 2 weeks ago. I absolutely 100% despise bots and mods. I cannot even stand that they exist. Ruins the game.
I know you feel that way, and I feel that way about a lot of these things as well. It's just like I said, we for what we want to do with the community, we want to talk about Dokkan, we want to address all of the aspects of the Dokkan community. This is one aspect we need to address. So what I'm showing you guys here is this is JP. So you can see because of the translation or the language that obviously this is JP. As soon as it loads up, it always takes so long to load JP.
I'm just glad that there isn't any problem with JP. I'm just glad that there's no problem with the World Tournament in terms of this sort of cheating, because if I ranked 12th and then some fool ahead of me got there because of some stupid mod, I would riot.
Oh no, that's a bannable offense.
They
People have actually
ban
been banned before for doing this
hardcore.
in World
Yeah,
Tournament.
I'm just glad that World Tournament is safe in that. I still hate the World Tournament, but I'm glad that at least me just going total no life actually yields some reward.
So as we see here, this is JP, right? No big.
Okay.
Okay, this is Unidokkan. You guys can find it. It has hundreds of different. Actually, why don't I show that really quick? 1 second.
For a second, I thought you checked Google Translate. I'm not gonna lie.
So there are literally dozens, if not hundreds, of mods that you guys can go. These are screenshots from the website where I got them. Again, there are no links. You can't see the address. But there are literally hundreds of different things that you can do to this game. They range from cosmetic things to adding brand new characters to the game. I mean, just completely ridiculous things that you can do here. Let's see. So what I've got here is the Unidokkan. I like to think of it like the Nexus mod manager for anybody who plays like Fallout. Like when you go and get your mods and you have a program that organizes them for you. That's basically what Unidokkan does here. And it allows you to choose which mods you're going to go to. We're only going to take the English translation mod for now. And we're going to go into the JP version of the game. You can choose global or JP. So we're going to go into the JP version, and immediately as soon as Hercule decides he wants to pop up. Anytime now, Herc.
First time I've heard him called Herc.
Alright, so you guys can see right there that it has been translated. It's not Japanese text here anymore.
Last fun.
Hashtag global shaft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
These
one of
types
these
of things,
mods that I don't mind.
right? These types of things, these truly cosmetic, doesn't really change anything type of mods. I don't mind these at all.
I don't either.
So like,
I'm scared to say what I'm about to say, so I'm gonna say it anyway. This makes me really want to try this.
so I've been playing with it for the last couple of weeks. I really have. Just been goofing around and doing stuff with it. Haven't done anything, all too crazy. but it does change a lot of the text.
I am scared I'm gonna like it now.
Alec,
because-
show the categories. That's my favorite part.
Oh, the translations,
I haven't
right?
done
Yeah,
that
the translation
yet.
for the categories.
Hold on.
Just go to
Index.
Character list,
No,
yeah.
What?
character list.
I didn't even know there was an index.
Yeah,
On
they have
J-
an,
on
they have an
JP.
index on JP. It's pretty cool.
So it does translate all of your categories. I do have another one for categories that I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I just wanted to show you just straight up with no other mods. This is JP translated. I mean,
Not everything is translatable.
not everything is translated, but there's enough of it there that you can play the game very easily. And then all of your cards, I believe, are translated as well.
Oh, you don't have the cool translator one.
Just wait, I'm getting there.
No, because on my English
I know which one
translation,
you're talking about.
I had the pictures.
Yep, I've got that.
categories.
I'm pretty sure I've got
Yeah,
that.
That one was cool.
So
Pictures.
yeah, we'll show.
Yeah, it
I'll
would show
show
like
that here.
for full power, it had Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku next to
Okay.
the category name.
So that
It
is
was awesome.
actually on the global side. Yes, right here. So my global version of the game, we'll just load this because all it does is change the category thing. Global version of the game is a botted account that I put together just for this. I literally have a brand new global on a modded APK. I have this global and I have a JP, all that I've been goofing around with trying to learn these mods. But the stuff you can do with Unidokkan, at least as far as cosmetics, is a lot of fun. So what Trevor was talking about, not items. This is what you get for playing JP.
You're good. No worries. No.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Oh,
Maybe I don't have the right one. But I know which one you're talking about because Testoba uses it too, which, by the way, shout out to Test. Let me give him a quick shout out.
yeah, he's right.
Because
Jova!
Test helped me out this morning and explained a bunch of stuff. Creator's English patch, but has separated it. Okay, with the cake patch. So, yeah, there's literally dozens of people making mods, and like there's probably 15 different versions of, you know, the category list sorter. Basically what it does is it makes your categories in alphabetical order. The one Trevor's talking about is the one that Test uses, and he's got it with those pictures, like the picture of the leader of each category in the name. It's pretty
Yeah,
neat.
you'll click it and it'll turn like the color. So like take full power because I talked about that already. But full power, it'll turn green. You know, like flash green, and then Super Saiyan 4 Goku full power be in the background, like what's up, dude?
Okay,
Can I-
so
Like the
Before
leader
that-
of each thing.
You just saying that category sorter thing just reminded me. I want to answer the question. A feature that I dislike about Dokkan or something like that.
right, the
One
one
thing that drives me insane is the fact. First of all, I don't like that categories drop left and right. That kind of annoys me. But more so than that,
Thank you.
because of that, the damn categories keep shifting, and not even all of them, only a few. So I'll give you an example of why I hate this so much. Before I did my very first Legendary Goku event stream, I was trying to look for Realm of Gods. I literally took 5 to 6 minutes to find the damn category, because from the first time that Realm of Gods showed up on Dokkan till now, it has shifted around way too many times. And I cannot for the life of me stand the fact that they keep shifting some, but not all of them. Like Patara, Fusion, they all stay at the top. The Sagas stay at the top. Everything else just shuffles around. What the hell why do they do that?
Yeah, it's hard to remember where the hell everything is.
yeah.
You get lost in the gray. You're like, where is it?
Well, the only logical thing I can think of is like all of the sagas are up top, and they're in chronological order. So you have DB Saga, and then you have
Yeah, that
you
I
know.
get. But why are the Namekians at the bottom? Why are Dragon Ball Heroes at the? Why are Pure Saiyans like one of the biggest categories in the game? Why are they all the way at the bottom?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get
I
it.
can't explain it.
Change
just-
that, mods.
So
Yeah.
Can we
speaking
just
of,
say how satisfying this looks first and
Oh
foremost?
my god, the pink looks so...
Oh yeah.
The pink looks good.
I
Whoa,
really
what the
do
hell?
I really do like this UI change. It changes all of the icons at the bottom. It gives you a different background, and it allows you to keep, you know, your spinny units. If you go into, see, it doesn't change it on every single page though.
Dude,
So-
I haven't seen this before, man. What the hell?
Is this Trident right now, or is this regular?
This is Unidokkan, and I'm just loading up a mod.
We haven't even got to Trident yet. Oh
No,
God,
we haven't
y'all
even
gonna
gotten
lose your
Trident.
shit, dude.
Wait, can I ask you dumb questions? What's the difference between Trident and Unidokkan? They're just two
Trident.
different...
Trident is a program on Unidokkan that does something incredibly different. Actually, let's since we're talking about it, we'll jump in and do it now.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't mean to like skip, but god
Oh, wait,
damn, it's
hold on.
crazy.
In order to show you guys what Trident does, I have to show you something else first.
The suspense
So,
is to it.
Trident is what they call a change ejection, and what a change ejection does is it overwrites the user's information. Okay? So the server still reads the right information. You know, like Bandai servers or whoever runs the servers. They're still reading the exact same thing. They're seeing the same stuff that you would play even if you didn't have the mod. Okay, so let's go over into characters without text.
It's like a filter between your game and the communication to the server.
Exactly. So what we're going to look at here, and I'm going to show you guys, I've got this sorted by acquired. There's nothing selected. Nothing. Now there's nothing selected. There's nothing selected here, so, you know, it's going to be exactly the same when we come back in. Keep in mind that this unit is Strength Zamasu. The first unit that we see is Strength Zamasu.
Right.
We come in here, we turn on Trident Mobile.
I'm scared.
Don't be. This is
Yeah, be
this
scared.
is a very useful tool that I've seen a lot of YouTubers use.
Yeah, I honestly, this is the only thing I ever thought about using, just for my
you
YouTube
start-
channel to make teams.
Yeah, I think I need to start learning how to do this.
So this, if you guys haven't already noticed, the character changes
Are
already.
you fucking kidding me?
Wow, why the delay is insane for me.
Yeah, I have really bad delays. It's
Sorry.
still loading.
Yeah, I'm on a black screen right now. You just clicked on.
So this is the thing that
Only
fucking
refresh
the truth uses.
Yeah.
No, those
this is-
the truth is actual units, but
Well, no.
No, he
Truth-
does showcases.
Truth
of
does
units before they're
showcases.
released.
Yep. And that's the thing is once you get the
Oh.
data download, you have access to the new units. So whenever we get the data download for Cooler, which will probably be like a day or two before it actually loads in, it'll be in the Unidokkan or in the Trident, I should say. And like I said, remember last time we had Zamasu, Strength Zamasu, at in this first character slot. It's now LR Perfect Cell, and he's Rainbow.
yep.
Okay, now there are some drawbacks to this. Since the system still reads like the original units, like if I put this guy on my team while I'm playing, I get LR Cell, but the system reads it as Strength Zamasu. So if you wanted to run, say, Battle or Super Battle Road, you can't. Because you put
Right.
physical Zamasu or you put physical Cell on your team, but you're actually putting Strength Zamasu. Anything with anything that like has like a restriction based on your color or your type is unreliable through this, because the cards you're putting on your team are not necessarily the cards that are actually being read by the system. If that
This
makes any
seems
sense.
problematic. Then, like, how do you? What's the workaround?
You don't
Basically-
do a workaround. You just test on things that aren't Super Battle Road. So like
Yeah,
you,
don't play
you can,
Super Battle Road.
you
Well,
can
no, but like
literally
if the cell is the play, I mean, if the STR Zamasu is the placeholder cell, then if you're running a team and you accidentally click on two units that are actually two Zamasus,
it shouldn't it shouldn't work. Like I got rid of all of my dupes. Just to avoid that problem. Just to be
no,
sure.
but I know, but STR Zamasu and AGL Zamasu are the same, right? You can't run both on the same team. So if you're trying to put together a team, and let's say your perfect cell is the STR Zamasu, and you're putting it on the same team as your SBR Gohan, who happens to be in the same spot as the AGL Zamasu for whatever reason, then wouldn't you not be able to run those two on the same team?
I don't know. Like I haven't gone through that much extensive testing yet, but like
But do you get what I'm asking?
no, I totally get what you're asking.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
but for example, you guys want to run Perfect Cell transformed right from the beginning? You can do that.
Hell.
You want that Android 17 that the exchange one to always be on your team? There you go. He's right there.
No, one man should have all
transformed
that power.
transformed Gohan. You can put him on your team right there.
Oh, they got transformed Super Saiyan Broly. Tech Broly, I've seen that one.
Yep.
He's on there too.
And then I'm just trying to see if there's any other transformation units we need to worry about. Not really. So we basically have like everybody that's worth putting on the team at the moment. Here, we'll run extra Gohans and extra Cells just for the fun of it. Now, I don't know what units these were originally. Like, yeah, I don't know what units it used originally. But I know that we can jump into Legendary Goku event. Oh, hey, say hello to the Trident Mirror. Trident Mirror duplicates your friend.
Eh?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Okay.
It makes whatever unit you have as
It
your lead.
it makes the friend system irrelevant.
Oh, that's what that is. There's a weird looking.
Yep.
Okay.
So
okay. I get that.
This unit right here, even though it says Super Agility LR, is going to be an exact copy of this unit right here. So I know you guys have some delay, so
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, wow, dude, you could do some really fun stuff with this.
yes, there's a lot of really useful stuff in here for especially like YouTubers and Twitch creators. Like let's say you want to showcase X number of units, but you don't have said unit, you didn't pull him. You can use this, and then you can get your hands on the unit, and everything will be fine.
I might have to pick this up.
I mean, in the event of like showing off units like this, as I think I'm only on ×1. I do see how it can be useful. Again, but for people who want to use this to clear the game, that's where it becomes a little more ethically challenging, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah.
But like let's say Toon decides he wants to do this and start showcasing units. It's not like 800 YouTubers before him haven't done that already. You know, Warden does it, Truth does it. Trying to think who else does it. Speedy,
Everybody.
I believe, does it. Hydros, Hydros does it. So I mean, it's socially acceptable to the point that they want information. And it gives creators the tools needed to put out the content they want to put out.
Yeah. And what's also great is that this also helps you sometimes just get your fix for that unit. Like if you don't have the unit or you just want to see him in action, now you have the opportunity to do it. You know, if anything, this could potentially help people as far as if they're on the fence about a banner.
Yep.
You could just maybe run this, kind of get the hype out of the way, try them out, and then if you really, really want it legit, then you could summon, or if you don't, you're kind of over it, then this could actually be a way to help kind of satiate that urge to...
Right, and if you're not sure if that particular unit on this banner is going to be good for you or not, I mean, then you can test it. The only thing is there's not really a way to control, as far as I can tell, which units you get from the change ejection. Chat seems to be more in tune with this than I am, so if you guys know any way to control or is it just based off of a list and then it just randomly changes? Yeah, so there's no way to control which units you get, but most likely you're going to get the newest units all the time.
It always just confounded me how channels like DBZ World and all these guys throw out all these videos the second we get the update. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? So
they have
this is
rainbow.
exactly how they
what
do
the
it.
hell? There you go.
it all makes sense.
So what's
So-
coming together?
Dude.
Their secrets revealed.
But yeah, so
Dude,
for this instance, the Legendary Goku event, we're able to just play it with these units. You know, these guys are awakened, they're ready to go. You know,
They're transformed / reverted.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the fact that you can run this 17 on your team, this unit is
16.
16. This unit is busted.
Oh yeah, well I mean the way that he's balanced,
Look at
you can
that.
have him out for a few turns.
I know it's ridiculous.
But in this one, he's out for all the time.
So, but that's what Trident is. It's what they call a change ejection. It just changes the way the server or the way your client reads the data or presents the data, but the game still reads it as what it's supposed to be, sort of. I'm not very technical here, guys. I apologize. If you don't want to use Trident Mobile, but you still want to have the friend mirror, you can just run the friend mirror and then run your account unmodded from there, and that solves everybody's hated problem of the friend system. You just duplicate the leader you're taking. It's still technically cheating, but it is something that you can do here.
So nice. God damn.
Let's see here.
I've got my bathroom mirror. I'll do just fine.
I wanted to show you guys this UI because I thought this UI was kind of cool. Uh-oh, a note for friend mirror from Testoba.
What?
Testoba's typing a note for friend mirror. Test is the one who told me about friend mirror, so he knows more about it than I do.
Oh, okay.
In record, it will show as STRLR Gogeta on JP.
Okay. No, we're not going to do that. So you guys can already tell those colors have changed on the loading bar and whatnot. I like this particular UI. I like having the background being the universe. Which, by the way, that team we just took into Legendary Goku, that's the team we just took into Legendary Goku.
Oh my god.
So, in case you guys were interested what units were actually on that team, that's what they were.
Oh dang.
Swag.
So,
I have no words.
Whoa!
but yeah, these background, I love these. These are so great.
Those backgrounds
That's
are
cool,
good.
man. They should totally add this in the real game.
I know, right? Really do.
Actually, this is the best screen to look at the background because since it's modded, you can't access the shop. So you don't have any other stuff in the way. So you can take a look at the background. It's a green snake way. I think it's pretty
Dude,
neat.
that is awesome.
So, and then I like the colors, how it darkens up your bar and gives you these blue ones. So, like I said, as far as cosmetics go, I really like a lot of this stuff. One thing that I'm sure everybody else is going to love is the diamond background remover.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any units to show it off. I might have to turn on Trident to show you guys, but it'll literally just remove the diamonds.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Yeah, I gotta see if I have anybody who's a UR.
Didn't in your game you had you are the Hybrid Saiyans Gohan?
No, that was under the
Under Trident.
yeah. Let me turn on Trident really quick. Because I don't think, none of these guys have diamond backgrounds anyway.
Right.
So we need a UR or higher. So let's turn on Trident. Play button. Why do I lose it? There we go.
It's so
Wait,
black.
was that H? Oh, no, R. Okay. That looked like an H for a second. Ultra hair. Legendary hair.
Okay. What? Oh, apparently there's free summons here or something. I don't know what that is.
What?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what that is, but I read. Yeah. I was in the Trident Discord.
Alright, so here's a UR with no diamonds in the background.
Yeah, give me a second.
Let's go, dude.
I'm on the load screen.
Your boy Trunks, no diamond background. Ruins it. Ruins the art.
Honestly, I'm just hoping that at some point Dokkan just gives us more options and settings to where we can turn diamond backgrounds off, manually ourselves, or even change the colors of the scouters on our own. Because I mean, for me, I feel like we've already been ongoing this game for 5 years, and I feel like not having that type of change just kind of makes the game stale for a lot of players. Hence why they're starting to make mods like this, you know. Like for those who do it just for the sake of not having Trident or APK mods that just do auto win and shit like that, but the ones who want to just change overall the look of the game. in my opinion. I feel like it's something that needed to be pushed like years ago, to be honest.
Were those free to play 17 and 18 on the banner?
Yeah. This is
Okay.
dumb. This is dumb. And then you get Zeno automatically every time.
I didn't know that actually, Tess.
I've never actually gotten that before.
This would help so many people. You summon as a
let's
TUR.
go, dude.
This
The
would
only
help
chunks
so
I
many
want.
people just getting their summoning fix.
Summon a rainbow cooler. Done. Summon an LR Godku. Great.
Oh, you get an extra character on these.
No, you get on the banner just to get it all done. Just so you can try it. That's
9.99
ridiculous.
free tries, dude. Let's go.
You're gonna get the same 11. What are you
Yeah, you'll get the
Oh,
same
you
one.
get the same 11th? I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
summoned on these before.
It's basically, from what I'm understanding on this, is you get all the cards that are on the banner that, because they're putting it to where you could actually use all of them.
Oh, okay.
So what
Oh
is?
my god. I'm an
is
idiot.
it-
You know what? No, you go. I'll tell you after.
I don't know. Does Zeno summon animations that happen just at any time randomly? You never like. There's no.
Yeah, it's random.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
random.
it's like a 0.001% chance or something like that. But yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
so it
just-
doesn't matter what group you have with you.
No, it doesn't. It can happen at any time. It's kind of like fusion now, because if you get gold letters, you can get gold letters even if you don't have Vegeta show up.
Yeah,
You can fuse without Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pretty sure someone from my Discord trolled me saying that they pulled this, and I believed them.
But yeah, I mean, so there's all those different things there. I think we've gone through everything here. And again, you can do it. You can do it all on JP, and you can keep it translated. So we'll jump into the JP and see what it gives us there.
Excuse my squeaky chair.
Because
I got
the
that
like we'll see units like the 5-year LRs and stuff in this, or at least we
yeah.
should.
Definitely.
It's so ridiculous what these mods can do. But like now, it's good to know that, you know, now I know how they're doing it, or how the other content creators are getting these rainbows and like testing them out before they actually go out.
Yep.
Sorry, I was answering a question. Somebody whispered me. Alright.
Is there, I don't know what the term is, a patch for dynamic backgrounds?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to show the website, so I don't want to go look right now. But I mean, it's definitely something we can look at afterwards.
I'm just curious, yeah. Just
So you can tell that I'm using Trident because it says TRI up at the top. Let's see here.
You don't have that LR Zamasu awakened? Come on.
It showed the TRI when you go into what's it called? Freaking like, does it show TRI when you're filtering over to the actual thing?
I don't believe so. Like, I don't think it shows that as your name.
Oh, okay.
YouTube likes to keep pausing. Why? Alright, let's see
Oh, it's
here.
cool. It's got each phase of transforming Frieza.
Yeah. You want to run just full power Frieza? You can do that for one turn until he transforms again. So this is what we were looking at. So, like, yeah, we got the new LRs. I don't like the text, but
text looks a little weird.
yeah. But, I mean, it's better than trying to read Japanese, in my opinion. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of crazy stuff that you can do. You want transforming Trunks? We got transforming Trunks. Transformed, ready to go. Oh, they also give him his orbs, the skill orbs. So, the one thing I don't like is the fact that you don't have any say in the hidden potential. Like, for Trunks, I wouldn't jack him up with all crit. I would give him additionals. You know, maybe not all additionals, but some additionals. You know, since he stacks his attack and defense. But again, that's neither here nor there when you're talking about being able to test every unit in the game. I mean, sure, it's not perfect that you know, you can't get the additionals that you want, but you're still able to test what the unit's able to do. You know. And they seem to prefer crit. It must be built for APT.
Yep.
So
Of course it is.
the new Bardock. And like, whoa, hey, you're freaking out there. Oh look,
I thought
hey,
it was Bardock.
LR Piccolo, shout out to Truth.
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, oh look. Wow, my mouse is going crazy.
Where's my Goku Frieza?
Right there. Oh, you want Goku Frieza?
Yeah.
I just saw him. There he is.
Oh, that card art's good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed, but you know what? I got them all natural.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to jump in here and do some testing, and you can run.
No, it's great. I
Family Flip.
love it. It looks
But
awesome.
as far as like if you were going to try to play your game all the time with chain injection, I think you're kind of missing the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
There's no value. There's absolutely no value, no sense of merit if you do it this way.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
again, we're not passing judgment on anybody who wants to use these tools, but just be aware that it is technically cheating. It is against the terms of service. Even doing something as simple as changing the background to look like something else is against the terms of service. Oh, log in.
If I could have that Boo Piccolo, always Piccolo, instead of start out Super Boo first, God, that'd be so great.
Right?
Peekaboo.
Oh man, he'd be so good.
Alright, guys. So, unless you guys have any other questions about mods, that pretty much covers everything that I've really done in the last couple of weeks with mods. Again, I don't believe that I don't believe that Unidokkan in and of itself is a bad thing. The cosmetic stuff is really cool. And the Trident Mobile is good for content creators who want to showcase units to help bring information to the community. But used outside of those particular contexts, I don't think they're really all that grand.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I like that it reinvents the game in certain ways, allows you to things that you can't typically do in the conventional sense, which does allow for some fun. But as far as this being the be-all, end-all, this is the way to play Dokkan, I disagree with that. But I do see a lot of utility in this mod thing, and I kind of like it, and I want to try some of this stuff.
I do too, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, if
It's
you
just
guys...
like it's just like a unique, fun, added way to play Dokkan when you don't really have much else to do. But it's like if you use it responsibly, you know, that's kind of been like the big thing that we've all talked about today is like just Dokkaning responsibly and everything else like that. Like for those who do that type of stuff are gonna probably find more reasons to enjoy this game rather than doing something that most people, you know, use it for. There are some out there who do use it for the right things, but
One very important piece of advice that I didn't mention up until this point, and I probably should have mentioned earlier. If you choose to use mods, whether it be a modded APK, Unidokkan, anything like that, do not use your main account.
yes,
All right?
I agree.
Whether or not you think you'll ever lose access to it, whether or not you think you're safe, things happen. And okay, I guess the best way is to just kind of give you my story. All right, I had an account before, and I had been playing from August or September of 2015 until Christmas Day of 2018 when my account was stolen. 3.5 years, $5,000, just poof, gone. You know. So I go to do my account recovery, like the video I always share from Tiger about the account recovery. I go to do all that stuff. They send me an email back saying that they have evidence that I used an emulator, which is true because I used to stream Dokkan on Nox with my main account. Because emulators violate the terms of service, they refuse to help me get my account back.
Oh.
True story, 100% true story, guys. So I'm not just saying, oh, it could happen. It could happen. It does happen. It happened to me. It can happen to anybody else. Do not mod. Do not emulate. Do not do anything with your main account because
In the off chance
You can
that
lose
this
it.
could be you. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get my
Sorry to
converter.
ask more questions about this, but if you're playing the game on your phone, but then you load it into your emulator to do a stream or something and then load it back, that would qualify as part of the no-nos, right?
You are using an emulator,
Technically
therefore you are violating terms of service.
I've never done that, but I know some people who do that.
No, and like I said, I used to stream exclusively on an emulator. Like I would play on my phone and then I would transfer it over to the emulator.
That's
for when I was
it,
streaming.
currently. So like I literally it's almost like a heart attack every time I switch back. But thankfully I have my Facebook link, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too scared. I'm too much of a wimp to do that, so I'm never gonna do the emulator.
No, you're totally fine. Honestly, you're being smarter about that.
If you're streaming like from your actual phone device directly to Twitch, that's not using an emulator. I'm talking about using Nox emulator.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I was asking if you were to transfer back and.
Yeah, we're talking about physically playing the game on your phone or not. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you're showing somebody through a different program, of course. How do you think anybody broadcasts their game to the internet?
Well, like
not from the game.
see for me I gotta find my converter because I actually have an Elgato stream card and
Yep, that's how I do it. I bought a tablet that connects HDMI to USB, and I just stream from my tablet directly.
that's what I need to do, to be honest, because I don't know if it's gonna show later on down the road if something does happen, but at least like if
Now,
I stop, then it's not gonna be
to counter what I said about my experience. I've also talked to dozens of other people who say I stream on an emulator, I've lost my account, and they've recovered it. So I mean, it could be based on whatever tech you happen to get when you issue your help request. I mean, any number of varying factors. So I've heard it both ways. I've experienced it to where they wouldn't help me get my account, and then I've heard from other people that they've gotten help getting their account back even when using emulators or mods. So
I can vouch. I actually got my main account back, and my main actually used to be on emulator at 1.2.
see, so I mean, it's really use at your own risk. I happened to get bit in the butt, and I quit the game for 6 months, but I'm very glad that I came back.
Yeah.
This might be a little off topic, so we don't need to go into it, but this is why I'm nervous about spending for stones outside of the actual game itself.
Don't do it. First off, massive violation of the terms of service.
Yeah, that stuff
secondly,
scares the
your
hell out of
account, you're literally handing them your account transfer code. You are giving
Yeah.
them your account. There's no guarantee that these people are going to give you your account back, and who are you going to petition when
Exactly.
they take it? Because
Exactly.
this guy stole my account when I was trying to buy stones. I mean, obviously you don't tell them that, but you're doing that to yourself.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it sucks, but that's just the reality of it. Like you have to go in knowing that there's that potential chance that you don't walk away with what you're promised by somebody, because it could just be they say one thing, but it could necessarily mean the exact opposite.
And I think there was a thing where they banned people for doing that. I'm curious why that's never been a thing on Dokkan.
I thought the bans for stones were for duping stones. Like you were artificially duping stones. Now, technically vendor stones are, and now I'm not speaking from 100% experience here, so if I'm incorrect, I just want you to know that I don't have all of the information right now. My understanding is that vendor stones have a way to get stones, so the company still gets money, but they do it in a way where they're able to like charge back on credit cards, do deceitful things, and then they make money off of people who are giving them their accounts to get these stones that they're fraudulently giving to the accounts, but also legitimately doing at the same time. It's a very complex web of digital crap that goes on with vendor stones. I don't trust them. I know many very popular YouTubers do trust them. I'm just saying that if I invested the kind of money that those guys did, I would not be giving some stranger my freaking code.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm too paranoid to do that kind of thing. As much as I would want to, because the upside is a good deal, but the upside is giving your account to somebody else. It
And you
freaks
may
me
not
out when I think
necessarily
about
know
it.
them. Like,
Yeah, see, so Ningen knows better than I do. So they use exchange rates in like East Asian countries to buy gift cards at a low price, but Bandai still gets their full money. So that's how they're able to get away with it, because Bandai gets... See, And then again, like I'm just inexperienced, and I'm completely nervous about it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
totally up
I'm
to.
just-
and
I'm
I'm
just
not
overly
passing
paranoid.
judgment on anybody who uses it either. I just,
Yeah,
me
same.
personally, I don't want to give my code to anybody. I don't want to transfer the ownership of my account to anyone for any reason, especially
Yeah,
after
right.
having my last one stolen.
Right. No, of course.
So, but again, as with all things bots, mods, vendor stones, entirely up to you guys what you want to do. We're just here presenting information.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't judge.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I won't ever judge you directly.
Yeah. We'll judge you. We're talking in the Discord later.
And I'm just too clueless to judge anybody, so I'm out of the equation.
I think this is probably a good place to open up our Q&A. I'm sure there's a lot of people who probably want to ask questions to ToonRami.
You what?
What?
Me?
Yes, you. They talk to us every week. You're the new blood.
I am not doing a face reveal.
No face reveals.
No. I'm just getting that out there because I'm sure some of the questions.
All right.
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat or in the Discord, either way, and we will get to them, of course.
Do a face reveal. Yep, saw it.
Do a face reveal. Are you now, or have you ever been, Havohai?
Yes.
My wife seriously has come up to me at least once and said, "Isn't Toon and Tiger the same person? And aren't Toon and Havohai the same person?" I was like, "So you think Toon, Tiger, and Havohai are all the same guy?"
Havohai, I understand. I don't sound anything like Tiger. And
I think-
believe me, I've tried to do impressions of Tiger because I can do a couple Dokkaners voices. Some are good, some are bad. And I cannot do Tiger's voice.
I think it comes from the fact that you use Tiger's face to mark things on your streams.
Yeah.
I really do think.
Let
that's
me
what it is.
let me just say, I would not have done that if I didn't get his explicit consent. So yeah, I just want that to be clear. I'm using him as emojis and stuff on my videos because he told me it's okay. I've asked him repeatedly many times, but yeah, he is cool with it. Tiger,
Yeah, Tiger.
the different person, yes, he's cool with it.
All right, we've got a question from Goblin31109. What is your guys' favorite units in Dokkan?
This is
LR
our
Prime
logo,
Battle
but-
in Perfect Cell.
Yep. Sorry. So we already know Toons because he answered that earlier. It's an LR Prime Battle Perfect Cell. How about you, Tystra?
You're breaking out hard.
Yeah.
Tystra?
I think Ty's just be. Oh, never mind. He's here.
My favorite unit, and honestly, I praise the hell out of this unit, is Tech Godku. I love that unit.
Yep.
The,
Yep.
the animation's good. I feel he's underrated. His defense is solid. Just overall great unit.
Okay. Me personally, I don't have a single favorite unit. It kind of just goes off of whatever I'm working on at the time. I'm going to go right now. One of my favorite free-to-play units is Strength Cumber. Just because I like the way he's built, his kit, the get slapped
Are we
and
the
do
same
extra
person?
attacks. I don't know. Are we?
He is one of my favorite free-to-play units too.
Yeah. I mean,
I love that
he's,
guy.
he's got a great kit. What about you, JMO?
When Trevor hosts his episode, he kind of has all of our favorite units on our thing. Just for reference, just a heads up for those who may new tuning into this. But yeah, mine is actually Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. For some reason, I just can't get over the art. I've always loved the design on Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I just think he looks like a complete badass. Before I actually got him on my main global, I was a hard fucking Super Saiyan 4 STR Goku main, and it's still one of my main teams to run. I just love Super STR. But I fell in love with Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku for a while, and he was actually my persona for like 5 months on Discord. So I would literally run around with like a circular Dokkan card icon of Super Saiyan 4 Goku for the longest time, and I just ended up really enjoying the card. He's not the best unit in the game, obviously. If there'd be a new unit that I'd like over him, or that's slowly climbing up to the top, it's going to be the free-to-play Bardock that is potentially coming with Saiyan Day. Honestly, everything about Bardock just intrigues me to no end, dude. And I think that's going to dethrone Full Power Goku. Until then, Full Power Goku is definitely my favorite.
And Trevor?
I'm gonna get so much fucking hate, dude.
If it's not already obvious.
If it's what I see on the screen, I know what's coming.
Yeah, Alex already put Alec already put it up on the screen. So my favorite unit in Dokkan is transforming Boo.
Hey.
So fuck you guys.
I love how he's just like instantly ready to defend his choice.
I don't
Let the
give
trolls come.
actual two shits what anybody says about him. He is really, 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 really motherfucking good. He does anything I want him to do. He heals, he seals if I want, he's a support if I want. If you're good, like me,
But
then
can
you
he deliver a pizza?
You can control that. It's not up to fate. I can force him to be whatever the fuck I want him to be. So if I want Boo Piccolo, I'm getting Boo Piccolo.
Here's the thing with that unit, and it's kind of a funny story, and I'll make it as short and sweet as I can. So, I'm with Trevor. I like the Transforming Super Boo, and maybe I'm crazy for it, but I love the Boo saga, and it's one of my favorite sagas ever. And as Rami saw, I love Majin Buu. But when it comes to the Transforming Super Boo card, I had summoned so hard on his banner, and I got him like after the third multi. I was ecstatic for it. I was so happy. I didn't awaken him yet. Fast forward a month later, I go to the bar with my buddy, and he asked me for Dokkan tips, and I'm pretty tipsy. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why I completely say Dokkan responsibly. I baba'd my Super Boo by accident.
What the?
That's odd.
And
Lock
I
your
didn't
units, kids.
realize it until another month later when I was like, you know what? They're releasing all these transformation boost things. We got World Tournament coming up. I'm gonna do a transformation boost World Tournament team. And I'm scrolling through on stream. I'm like, where's my Super Boo? Where the fuck is my Super Boo? What's going on?
That must have been literally like a rude awakening to remember going back to that moment that you did it all come back to you?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that must have been the worst feeling in the world.
I literally sat there like laughing, but on the verge of tears. I was just like,
I don't blame
you gotta
you.
be kidding me. I literally
That's
just
so
screwed
sad.
myself with content.
I think that's ridiculous. I don't blame, dude.
I would
that's-
cry.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
literally fucking cry. I only have the one copy of him.
This is why I lock all my units now.
Everything gets locked. Like I pull a unit, if I'm gonna use it, I lock it. I lock SRs, I get them up to
Yeah.
Super Attack 10. I don't care. It gets locked. Like everything in my box is locked.
That moment in time was exactly the catalyst for me of locking all my units.
Yep.
So,
For me, it was hearing my friends talk about bobbing units, and I'm like, nope, we're gonna lock all those up right now.
I don't
even have a redeeming second option, for being honest here. my other favorite unit is Intellect Super Baby 2.
that I can't help you with.
That one I'm actually okay with. That one I'm
If
actually
he
okay
get,
with.
dude, I'm telling you, the day he gets an easy A, y'all can all fuck off because mine's Rainbow.
Yeah, he's gonna be awesome. I that's the thing about EZAs. They could take any unit we think is garbage and just and bring them up into power.
Physical VB being a great example of that.
Exactly.
You know the reason why I'm okay with that one is because one, my dinosaur, and the other thing is that was my way of getting my baby Vegeta fix because I could never pull the LR version. So I was like, screw all you people who got the LR. I got my int one.
Yep.
So
Oh, this is even better. Let's go full in to how hardcore Trevor is about his weirdness of this game. I wailed for Godku, right? Spent like $150 almost for Godku. Didn't get him. Pulled my first dupe of LR Baby. My first copy and the dupe for LR Baby. I now have a team where I will never, ever awaken my LR baby because he needs to be a Super Baby 1 just so he can be the perfect linking partner for my Intellect Super Baby 2.
I told you, dude. The solution to that is to whale out, rainbow him, make him an LR, start getting the TUR. That's the only acceptable solution at this point.
I gotta go.
But then I can't use Intellect anymore.
Who cares?
That's it. I need him. He's so good.
All right,
He's
so
too good.
now that we have way more questions than we ever wanted to have, poor Trevor. Next question was from Mass Ningen. Are you and Mass Ningen the same person? I'm assuming that's directed at ToonRami.
I mean, I've tried his voice. I'm not very good at it. Should I try it?
It's up to you, man.
I mean, it might be up to him. All right, I'm about to butcher it. He's gonna hate. Hang on. Hey everyone, Mass Ningen here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
That's
That
actually
close.
that's pretty close, actually. I mean, it's not dead on, but it's pretty good.
Welcome to the Ningen Club. That wasn't even close.
All right. Let's see here. No face reveals. Okay, so in your Twitter bio, again addressed to ToonRami, Levi asks, it says you're a voice actor and impressionist, so what voice is your favorite to do and how long do you practice?
That has fluctuated over the years when my Awaken range dropped. So the choices for voices that I do kind of as a default. You know, nowadays I would say, because I'm doing Dokkan on YouTube, my announcer voice, the Dragon Ball Z announcer voice, is probably one of my go-to ones. Doesn't take a lot of practice because it's pretty routine now. But early on,
Can you do it for us, too?
oh, okay, yeah.
Look at Trevor.
Well,
like,
yes, last time on Dragon Ball Z, Levi8912 asked me, so, in your Twitter bio it says, voice actor and impressionist. What voice is your favorite to do, and how long did you practice? Find out in the next couple seconds on Dragon Ball Z.
So,
That's so awesome.
I don't know. You know what it is? Fox Sports Radio had this one announcer guy, and I heard him once, and then I tried to imitate him, and then it all clicked suddenly, and then I was suddenly like version of a voice that I'd never done before. And actually, it's from that. It was from like a sports broadcasting announcer that this whole new genre of voice acting came into my repertoire. So it's because of that, actually, that I was able to do the Dragon Ball Z voice. And now I love that oftentimes people mistake me for the actual voice. People think I'm him. When I was playing Destiny for the longest time, like we were talking before we went live, I actually used to fake out a lot of people. They used to think I was the voice of Zavala. There's a voice actor named Lance Reddick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I can totally do his voice. So anyone with a low voice, I can do their voice basically.
So for me being a Destiny fanboy, could you do?
Oh my God! Please.
Yes.
Please.
I need to get the.
I have a Zavala figure, by the way. So.
Yeah, let me get the. What is the lines for Epic's Prime?
The fallen will return to clothe the walls of our city unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of a cosmodrome, the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair, the high servitude feeding on their strength. We must destroy this machine god and send their souls screaming back to hell.
I have the biggest shit-eating grin on my
Jesus, that's true, bro. Oh my God.
All right, so Goblin31109 asks if there's any characters that we'd like to see get a Dokkan Fest.
Bobbity!
Garlic Jr.
Brilliant. Garlic Jr.
Krillin, no, legit, like all memeing aside, Krillin needs a Dokkan Fest exclusive unit.
Oh,
Yeah,
by
I mean,
far. By
Garlic
far,
Jr.
Krillin.
first.
I'd be perfectly fine with Garlic Jr. as part of a friend summon LR. Like I would, seriously.
Dude, Garlic Jr. I would be so happy. I don't care how we got him. Garlic Jr. is one of those. I don't care how we got him. So totally fine with it.
Yep.
Doba, get out!
We need a freedom.
Get out
fight.
now!
he's been about that for weeks now.
Dude, I'm all about it. Give me a bio bro. You know what? Give me a farmer with shotgun.
No.
Give me a Chi-Chi. Give
That
me
will never
give
happen.
me whatever unit you want to stick it on a Dokkan Fest. I don't care what it looks like. Make it useful in the game. Make it useful for a team that I have. I'm gonna go in on it.
A decent Raditz unit.
Overkill.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
By far, Kakarot.
Like a better low class Saiyan Warriors team, like category lead Raditz, honestly would be nice.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Raditz, Frieza, Nappa. I mean, not Frieza. What the hell? Raditz, Vegeta, Nappa. Yes. Please.
all right.
They could even have like a Vegeta and Nappa join forces card.
I really
that's
want there
so-
to be a friend summon Vegeta Nappa unit. I don't know why friend summon, but it just has to be.
Either Friend Summit or honestly, I could see that as a world tournament.
I think the one Dokkan Fest that I've been probably talking about the most that I want is a dual Dokkan Fest of the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai with Goku versus Ma Junior.
Agreed.
I think that last fight in Dragon Ball is one of the best in the entire franchise.
It's highly underrated.
Highly underrated. So, let's see here. What are some of your favorite animes, guys? Let's start with Toon. Let's keep the limit to 3. Give us 3 animes that you like. They don't necessarily have to be your most favorite, but
Every time I answer this question, I instantly regret it. Okay, fine. 3, Gurren Lagann, Code Geass, Cowboy Bebop.
Man.
Wait,
This
why
is-
would you regret that?
Because there are other animes that I also like, and I dissing them by not mentioning them.
right.
Yeah, I feel that honestly. The pressure is on when you only have to pick 3.
Yeah, and also this is not counting DBZ. I mean Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
let's just exclude Dragon Ball right now because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
most
okay.
of us are going to put
That-
it in our
that
top
makes-
3.
So I heard some reaction. Was that good reaction? Or...
No,
No, it was good. I enjoyed that actually.
Yeah, those are 3 fantastic animes.
the only one of those I've watched is Cowboy Bebop, and I love it. So,
Definitely watch Code Geass.
okay,
Watch Code Geass. It's a really good show.
right on. JMO?
Well, I see Gohan-sama saying My Hero. I can tell you right now, I'm never gonna say My Hero. I'm probably never gonna say Attack on Titan either. For some reason, I can't get into either of those. But these are gonna be 2 unpopular.
Oh god.
Well, maybe not for Levi. Levi might understand one of them at least. But definitely Hellsing is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Hellsing's good.
I've seen Ultimate. I've never seen.
Well, not
Hellsing.
ongoing, but Hellsing is really good. Another really short anime that I liked is Gungrave. I don't know if many people even heard of that,
I have.
but it's probably one of my more favorites for a 1-season anime that at least has a very interesting story in it. Or at least for me, it is. And the third one, it's a dark anime, is probably a Akame ga Kill. I have not yet watched Dead Man Wonderland, but I
Dude!
might switch that out.
I
Depending
love
on
that
how
anime.
I feel about that.
I'm nerding out. Akame ga Kill. I love it. I love it. There's if an anime has really good music, and Akame ga Kill is one of those because
Yes.
the soundtrack is killer.
It is.
How about you, Trevor? 3 animes.
Oh, well, I'm not a huge anime guy, so I'm about to just throw out the 3 most fucking vanilla animes that you'll ever have, but I love them.
Pokemon, Digimon.
No, not that hardcore. Not that hardcore. So my all-time favorite one is Full Metal Alchemist.
Good.
Good call.
Second is Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
Third is Inuyasha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Those are my 3.
I haven't.
They're old.
seen,
They're old as
either
shit.
of
I
those.
love them.
All right, and
You haven't seen any of those?
No. I've seen the first one, Full Metal Alchemist. I saw the original and Brother, but I
Okay.
have not seen Bleach or Inuyasha.
Inuyasha's good. It's one of my favorites.
Bleach is a skip if you want, but Inuyasha's classic. You can't skip.
I can't watch. It's too big a commitment. I can't do that right now.
Dude, it's like 900 episodes.
So, how about you, Ty?
I wish I could say 4, but I'll just say 3, and I'll say one that's at least like that has a good look. I love My Hero. I'm a massive My Hero fan. Death Note is one of my OG favorites.
Oh, okay, classic, yeah.
And then I actually do like Sword Art Online a lot. So
I like the
I still have
concept.
to watch Sword Art.
I lost interest after like the second season, but I did like
Xenon
the
is
first 2.
big. I'm just saying.
No. I'm not saying I'm not judged. Well, I sound like it, but I just I liked the first 2, and then it just kind of kept going. So I was like, kind of over it. I'll come back to it someday, but I don't need to watch it right now.
I am gonna say this. I know I'm kind of cheating, but Konosuba for the win as well.
Nice.
One of my best buddies has been trying to get me to watch that.
If you love comedy, you'll
I
definitely
do.
get a kick out of it. You definitely will. It's very raunchy comedy, but it's hilarious. I could sit there and watch clips all day and just cry my eyes out laughing.
So I was gonna try to be cool and like say 3 animes that none of y'all said, but y'all have hit most of my favorite animes. Like seriously. So we'll just be honest here. Outside of Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball is my favorite, and that's all variations of Dragon Ball. I would say Trigun is one that I really like.
Cool. Solid.
That's a good one.
That's one of my regrets for not mentioning.
I like, again, this is not in any particular order. Inuyasha is obviously one that I really like. Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, they're really great. But the one that I really want to praise that nobody ever talks about, because I don't think anybody knows what it is, it's called Magical Shopping Arcade Obenabashi.
What the hell?
Okay, it's
Yeah,
like
right, nope.
it's like 1 season long. It's like 3 DVDs, 20 some odd episodes. It's basically this story of these 2 like teenagers, this boy and this girl. Their home is basically, because they live in this shopping arcade, like they live in apartments above the shopping arcade or whatever. The shopping arcade is basically going to close, and then something happens, and the next 20 some odd episodes are these 2 teenagers basically dimension jumping, and they go to like a Dungeons and Dragons world, they go to like a Star Wars world, they go to all these crazy things like a Western world, and every episode is just bonkers, off the wall, insane. And when it gets to the end, and I don't want to ruin the end, but it's such a twist on everything you've experienced up to that point. It was one of those, it was like a popcorn type of movie, you know, like you're just enjoying it, and then all of a sudden, holy crap, you made me think about the universe. Like, it was really one of those moments for me. So I think that's Magical Shopping Arcade of Benabashi. It's
You know what?
one of the
It
ones
has
I
good
definitely.
ratings. I just got to looking it up. It actually has some decent ratings, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be as high as you were like discussing about it.
Yeah, I really like it.
I fucking appreciate the passion from you, Alec. I do.
That made me want to check
Fucking
it out.
hats off, man.
Yeah, it's really one where I champion it every chance I get because no one's heard of it.
Yeah.
You know, my wife introduced me to it, and it's in my top 5 animes of all time easily.
Well,
Like-
it's one of those ones where you have one of like the lesser known ones, and then you get people to watch it, and it's actually like pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
I had one person recommend me Zero no Tsukaima, which is
Okay.
basically like a, wizards world and all that stuff, and I thought that was decent. And then Log Horizon's another one that's like really good too. So
Right on.
I'm
Right.
gonna
on.
throw out one that gave me some feels. I cried like a little girl. Angel Beats.
mm,
Seen that?
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Too.
I've heard
It's
of
only
it.
like 1 season, but god damn it, dude. It got me. It got me good.
Oh, I forgot.
Nobody said.
I forgot Initial D.
Initial D is
Deja
fucking
vu!
amazing.
I forgot Initial D. How can I forget Initial D? It's like the best non-fantasy anime in existence.
Now, see, that's the thing too, though. Like, it's up there for me as well. But with that 3 restriction, I mean, it's definitely in my honorable mentions.
I could sit here and be talking to you guys, and then all of a sudden be like, "Oh, I forgot this one" for like
Exactly.
the next 5
exactly.
days.
I've been keeping my mouth shut for that exact reason.
I know I'm terrible about it.
I would interrupt you guys so much right now, and you get so pissed off.
We do that a lot to each other, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, for
Right.
real.
Why didn't anybody mention One Piece?
Because we were talking about good animes.
Because I am not ready to commit.
I think universally speaking, this year can say either One Piece sucks or One Piece is too damn long.
I fall into the camp of One Piece is too long. I've never watched an episode because I'm the type of person that if I start something, I'm going to want to finish it, and 1,000
Exactly.
episodes is just too much of a commitment for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't just watch the anime. I watch the OVAs. Special. I also put them in chronological order if they need to be done. So One Piece, no, not happening.
For me, I'd rather watch Purple Eyes, What the Fuck, on YouTube do the abridged series because I think that is hilarious. Shout out to that
You-
dude.
The abridged are always better than the original one. Like Helsing, have you all seen Helsing abridged?
Oh,
Oh, I love
God.
Helsing.
That
I love
shit
all
is-
versions of Helsing.
I've only
Helsing,
ever seen one abridged.
Helsing
series, and that was
Ultimate,
the-
and
That was
abridged.
the OG.
Yep.
Of course. R.I.P. Dragon Ball.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's not the original.
No, there's different.
The very first abridged was Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged by a guy named Little
Oh
Karibo.
yeah, Lil Karibo.
And you know what? That's actually I can do all his voices.
It's pretty cool.
Ooh,
All
no.
right.
Screw the money, I have rules. Wait, let me try that again.
Is that Seto?
Yep.
Yep.
It's over, you. I win.
Big brother.
Talk about out of nowhere.
But Seto,
Shut up, Mokuba.
you have to make sure that you make the plane ride to go fight Pegasus.
Who's his little brother?
Mokuba.
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 Oh shit!
I even added a little nod to that in one of my.
Shut up, Mokuba.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. You guys have any more questions for Toon before we start to wrap things up here? We're gonna give you a last
Cut
minute.
out So bad.
Do what?
Wait, what? I heard nothing. What'd you just say?
I said, does anybody
McDonald's
else?
Internet.
Oh my God, my microphone
They're-
sucks.
There are a lot of questions that were rolling in while we were talking.
Were there? Because I
Yeah.
thought
Let me see.
pick one out.
Let me go back.
Is anyone gonna summon for Cooler? I think we've all said yes. We're summoning for Cooler.
No, I'm totally not summoning for Cooler. Fuck.
Dude, Trevor's voice. That's not happening. Matt Singen, no Americans doing English accents so bad. So I guess he liked what I did. Sounded
He
good.
did.
Do Merrick's voice, LB Visa.
Merrick. Oh yeah, that one's rough on the old.
You'll be surprised, Yugi Moto.
Oh, that one. That version. I thought you meant the real one.
Oh, where he goes like ape shit.
Yeah.
I will just no, fuck it.
Favorite animes. What are all your favorite animes? I hate you.
Yep. See.
Can,
Those
can
are
you
old
do
as
any-
fuck animes.
any,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Exactly. I've never watched Full Metal Alchemist. Should I start? Yes, you should start.
Obviously,
You have
I would
got
say
to watch
what-
that.
have fun
Personally,
fucking
I would say
crying.
watch Brotherhood over.
Well, yeah. Brotherhood's the actual one. Fuck the real.
I think
think
they're
someone-
both decent, but I prefer Brotherhood.
Levi said, "Watch Attack on Titan. It has an amazing."
Yep.
And the reason why I don't mention that or My Hero and their favorite anime is because
Because you're cutting
Because-
out.
Because
I'm cutting out too.
Yes, you're cutting out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've
Damn it.
kind of been cutting out all stream. In some,
Why didn't anyone say anything?
because
there's not a whole lot you can do to fix it.
lulz-
I felt like I was gonna stumble over you, and I didn't want to be rude.
I
To
can
be
repeat myself. It's okay.
Oh.
Damn it, that sucks.
But I love
Um,
the lulz.
Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia are two, but I don't
cut out.
consider them.
This is turning into me last week.
For real, man. I've got a hardline connection, Cat 7 cable. What is this nonsense?
I have no idea. It's just something with the Global Gang podcast. We need the humor of cutting out in the middle of every time we.
Attack on Titan is awesome. My Hero Academia is awesome. Music is great. I do.
That was the best one. That was the best one.
Man, screw this.
Okay. As you guys have noticed, microphones are going to be our thing. So I do want to start wrapping things up. I want to give a shout out to Anthony JMO. Guys, make sure you go give him some love. He's actually going to host next week's episode Tuesday at noon. Also, we've got Taister Daisetsu. And we've got Trevor Isengard. Go make sure you give them some love. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all that fun stuff. And of course, a special shout out to our friend ToonRami. Thank you so much for coming by. It's been a blast, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Make
It's been awesome.
Make sure you get this man some love on Twitch. He may not do Dokkan on Twitch, but he puts out quality, hilarious content on Twitch. So give him some love. Do we have any special announcements that we'd like to make for the week, guys? Anything special projects-wise?
I'm getting my shit together.
If you haven't also watched, I feel like Levi should watch this if he hasn't. Hajime no Ippo, if you like fighting so much. It's a good anime. Rurouni Kenshin also. It's probably gonna be something that I'm gonna rewatch soon, at some point.
And then I do have one little announcement. It's just a schedule change for me this week. Normally I stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 1 o'clock Central Time. I am going out of town on Friday, so I'm only doing Wednesday and Thursday this week. And Thursday is actually going to be at noon Central Time, and I'm going to play Fallout since I can't play on Friday. So,
Hell yeah.
if you guys want to catch any part of this episode that you've missed or any previous episodes that we've done, you can go to our archive on YouTube and check those out. And as always, we would love to see you in the Global Gang Discord. So if you guys want to join there, you can come and chat with us. We get a notice anytime one of the 4 of us goes live.
Yeah, the only thing I have to add is there's this new shooter game I've been playing called Cuisine Royale.
Dude, I love watching you play that game.
Earlier. It is the dumbest shit I've ever played, and I love it so much.
It's like Fortnite if Fortnite's little brother was trying to be cool.
It's literally PUBG on crack, and I love it. But yeah, I'll be streaming that later after this here in a few minutes.
Can I do a shameful
also,
plug? I mean, not shameful. Never mind. Shameless.
Shameless
yeah,
plug.
shameless plug.
There's no shame here,
Yeah.
my friend.
Okay, no, you finish your thing. You're still doing something.
Oh, okay. The only thing I have left is don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, regular YouTube videos on that for stupid theme teams for Dokkan. So that's always fun. But yeah, Tim, what's up?
Please don't cut out. Please don't cut out. Okay, guys, I do voiceovers. I do intros. My latest
cut out.
Tiger. Are you joking? Okay. Collab with Tiger. I did a collab with Tiger.
We got collab with Tiger.
Collab with Tiger. Intro. Watch it. It's the best. Really, really good.
Yeah, actually, hold on
Really
just a
good.
second. Let me fix a couple of things here. And since you know you're having issues just getting the words out, we'll just show them.
Oh yay!
So, plus we'll get you an
BTS.
extra view.
Yes. Brittany, thank you so much for the sub. Alec appreciates the shit out of that, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And just before he plays it, just really quick, do it my little shameless thing. I got a UEG game night thing that I'm doing later tonight, and then afterwards we're gonna be doing some Dokkan. That's gonna be like a few hours from now. I'm gonna get some sleep probably after this. For the whole
Did you say Luigi?
day. Oh,
All right, let's kill the music.
No!
What is this?
No, we don't have sound.
Oh, I can hear it, but you guys probably can't.
No, you can hear it. We gotta unmute the stream.
No! What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to ToonRami for another video on. Wait, are we able to add sound?
The
Go
sound,
ahead and
the
rewind
sound.
to the beginning of the.
I was gonna say, yeah, the sound is there. It's just you're probably muted on your end.
Yeah.
Rewind it one more
Oh,
time.
I'm an idiot. I didn't have it mute. I'm stupid.
So, but yeah, we've got and like a good kid, I've already done the thumbs up on this one. Guys, go hit that. Make it happen.
Yes.
So
I built that intro from the ground up. Every picture.
It's pretty awesome.
I love it. I think it's great. It's just like the game.
Hell yes.
I'll
There will be
use
plenty
an
more.
Intro maker as you too. I want to be so good. I want to.
Just eat a bunch of rare candies. You'll level up your editing.
Ayo. Ayo.
Ew.
All right, guys. So again, thank you for joining us. Thank you, ToonRami, for joining us. Super appreciate that. It's been a blast. And thank you again to my co-hosts, JMO, Trevor, Dystra. We are back next week with on Anthony JMO's channel, so make sure you check us out there. No previews for what's going on next week, mostly because I haven't decided what we're doing next week yet.
Yeah, who knows, dude?
Don't tell them.
Oh, BT Ways, I should throw it out there real fast
Yeah.
that EZA 17 and 18 is not out yet.
It's not?
So
No,
no.
it's not.
I just tried to awaken them earlier and they didn't awaken.
I forgot to bring that up too,
Wow.
actually.
I just
you
went
can
by
farm
off
the medals.
You just
but
can't.
they're not-
You can't
they're
awaken
not
them
out
yet.
yet.
Okay.
Wait,
so
that's
good to
random.
know.
Why would the event be there, but you?
Yeah, I figured the
Don't
event.
ask
Yeah.
Dokkan things.
I don't, why is this event even here? I don't know, guys. But thank you all for showing up. We will be back again next Tuesday. Yeah, and again, I'm still working on trying to figure out how to end this thing and not being completely awkward as hell.
You gotta rate
Remember
somebody.
to Dokkan responsibly.
Always
Ooh, I
remember
know.
to Dokkan responsibly.
Just search. just
I
go
know,
find
I
a
know, I
Dokkan.
know.
What you
Why
got,
don't you
Toon?
say GG, guys? GG.
GG. Why not? Yeah, Global Gang, GG.
Yeah.
Just end this thing with GG.
Next
GG's only.
Dragon Ball GG.
Yes.
All right, guys, GG.
Bye bye.